assembled fans about Lenny Alford and, of course, Lenny's contribution to not only the Newtown and Chilwell Football Netball Club but to the GFL as a whole, but also to numerous other organisations very much involved at the Murgy-Bullock Cricket Club. The St Joseph's College First 18 and First 11 teams were the beneficiaries of his expertise, and of course Parents Without Partners, where he was the president for a number of years after he lost his beloved Dawn back in the late 1960s. So we will pause and we will have a minute's silence for the great Len Alford. And a nice touch from both Grovedale and Bell Park, honouring the memory of a GFL life member and, of course, the inaugural legend at Newtown and Chilwell Football Netball Club. Buzz, we had the toss of the coin. You haven't seen the florin flipped between the two captains?
No, I haven't, Kingy. I'll keep my eyes peeled.
So, Lockie Patton, of course, captaining Bell Park this year, and co-captains for the Tigers with Cam Delaney and Speedy Deans.
Yeah, Bell Park have won the toss, Kingy. Sorry to jump in. Bell Park will be kicking to the right-hand side of your radio dial.
Which is the Torquay radio. And thank you for that, Buzz, down boundary side for Loco Sportswear. Let's go around the panel. Winner and margin this afternoon. Buzz, who's getting this one done and by how much?
Yeah, I'll go the Dragons, Kingy. I'll go... I better be careful. I'm standing right next to the Grovedale officials, but 41.
Oh, 41 points. Big margin to open things up. Kirsch, you were well off the mark last week with Colac.
I wasn't that far off. I was only 21 points.
150.
No, I said 66. I was 22 off, and probably should have got the job done, Colac.
That a kick straighter.
Yeah, exactly right. I had him at Ladbrokes over 39.5, but anyway.
Gamble responsibly.
We're going Bell Park today by 38.
38, JD.
Bell Park by 27.
I think it'll be closer than that. I reckon it'll be a 15-point game.
Mm-hmm.
Bell Park's favour. Just the unknown of Grovedale. A bit like St Albans last week. You know, we look at the Bell Park list and, we see the Sheringhams, we see Benstead, we see, Gray and Domick and the VFL listed guys. But we look at Grovedale and there's a lot of kids, but they've got some class in there as well.
We showed kids were dangerous, didn't we, last week?
Yeah, Mitchell from Geelong West, who I have seen play, if he's got himself fit, he can play at this level. He is, as the coach said, Daniel Fraser, he's a bit of an X factor. He can take a good mark and he has got a thumping left kick, a left boot kick too. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how he goes at this level.
If you're Geelong West GFL and you see one of your GDFL aligned players end up at another GFL club, is that...
Look, he's got a very good relationship with Andrew Clark, who obviously has come to the club.
And somebody told me he may have trained here when he first came to Geelong.
I think he did, actually. Yeah, I think he did, and then he worked his way to Geelong West, and yeah, he's he can be a good player, I think, at this level.
Yeah, but I reckon Greg Mellor would like to have him running around in his
would have thought so.
So we're about to get things underway. First bounce of season 2021 for the Dragons and the Tigers. Ryan Abbott, who I reckon used to rock number 27. Josh, is that right?
I think so, Kingy.
He's going to be wearing the number 12 this afternoon on his return to Purdue Reserve. See Matty Harvey in the centre square bounce along with Will Jeffrey, who right now is standing next to Jackson Sheringham in a matchup for Wombat Gully Plant Farm.
Watch.
First quarter for Harvey Norman. Here's Jason Doherty.
So Abbott goes up with Goats and goes to Sheringham as first. Left foot kick around the corner towards half forward. But Grovedale trying to work hard across the centre wing position. Picked up quickly there by Lockie Smith. Comes back. Kick around the corner. Oh, pushed away. And the ball comes back in the end to Wade McSparron, who's a fair way up the field from full-back. He's got it again. Goes to the left foot towards half forward over the top of a number of players. And they're going to be able to get back there, the Tigers, in defence. And that was Bailey Morrissey, but the handball was chopped off. And we will have a boundary throw in. About 35 around from the goal. And it's going to be a ruck contest. And two big boys, as we said. Abbott, Goats go up. Both get a hand to it. Back towards the boundary line. Might have to do it again. Can they keep it in? I don't think they can. And we'll do it all again. Tom will get you away this time. Let's go.
Yes.
Get it out of there.
Get it out of there.
We'll get some matchups for Wombat Gully Plant Farm in a moment. Goats and Abbott, we're going to call them quite a bit this afternoon. Left half forward. Bellpark in attack to the Torquay Road end. Goats winning the tap down. Leaving it behind was Jeffrey. Got a handball out the back though. And a quick kick around the corner from Harrison White. Kick towards the wing. Bouncing ball taken by Chafer. Chafer, a high left foot kick to the wing. They'll compete. It's a high ball. Good spoil came from the Dragons over the top to knock it away towards Patton. Patton on his left boot. A low ball. No mark taken. It might have been Paddy Bright diving in low but not taking it. White fighting hard for the footy. Knocked it away. It's going to be a free kick, I suspect, for too high, surely. And it will be paid. And it will go to Ben Worm. No, it's holding the ball against Ben Worm. So Aaron Richards deeming that he took too long and the tackle was fair. And it'll be free kick to Harrison White at right half back. Can't miss White with the left thigh heavily strapped. A high kick towards half forward. Goats has positioned himself well but couldn't mark over Delaney. Tigers a chance running through and dumped in the tackle. There was Lovegrove, and then he's holding the ball against Jacob Lovegrove. A free kick to BellPark at left half back.
They're going to switch the play, come back towards centre half back and move it to the fat side of the ground. Set a bit of a task for Sheringham to come out. He'll be able to pick it up. He can close the boundary line. Handball back in. And we'll put a bit of pressure on there on Domick. And the umpire says he has hatched it. So it's going to be a free kick to Grovedale. And Domick gets up, can't believe it. Finley Parrish is going to take the free kick. Centre wing. He goes back in board. It's okay kick. The Tigers still on centre wing now. They go long inside towards half forward. Develops close to the back. Mitchell's handball back out the back. Grove couldn't take it. Close to the boundary line, right in front of our commentary position. Oi! Parrish runs out of the room, and we will have a boundary thrown right in front of the K-Rock box.
Thanks to APCO. Now toasting awesome jaffles at APCO Cafe 24/7. Best seats in the house here at Burdo Reserve, just slightly forward of the wing. Boundary umpire right below us. Goats to go at the ruckwork. He'll win the tap down. Looks a lot like Todd Stevenson, doesn't he, Kirsch?
Oh, he does. He was a good player, wasn't he, Stevenson?
He was. Quick kick forward by Patton. He's going back with the flight mark taken by Paddy Knott. Socks up, as you'd expect, for the former Dragon, playing in the Paddy Knott Cup this afternoon. Kick towards half forward. Oh, it's a good fly. Is the mark going to be paid? And getting up high and taking it for the Dragons is a player whose number we don't have. Buzz, do you know who that is?
52.
Kick towards half forward. Love how the numbers marry up. Domick with the footy. Kick towards half forward. And a chance for Booker Vars. Head over the footy. Couldn't take it. White tried to go through for the Tigers. Couldn't. But they're going to come up with it here, BellPark. Chance now for Paddy Bright rather. Jackson played in the early game. Kick towards half forward. Oh, flying. A good grab. Good strong grab from Wareham. A Hamlin hanger contender. Almost top of the square. Flew high in the pack and hung onto it too. Pack of 4 around him. That's a good grab from Isaac Wareham in his first game for the Dragons.
I was just having a look at that matchup, actually, Kingy. Him and on Finn Parrish out here on the wing. He's a Ballarat Rebel boy, this boy.
Yeah, from Terang Mortlake originally. Yep. Geelong VFL list, and a chance for the Dragons first, and the goal umpire does not move. So the first major of the afternoon belongs to the BellPark Footy Club, and it belongs to Isaac Wareham, and they lead 1 straight 6. BellPark at Grovedale yet to score in this opening term. That's gone 6 minutes on the total time clock in the first quarter for Harvey Norman. Here's Matty Kershaw in the experts chair for Wilson's Real Estate.
Yeah, she was a little messy that first probably 10 minutes of play, wasn't it? No real clear link-ups or chain-outs or possessions, but just a hard-earned goal there. I expect the game to open up a fair bit after the first quarter, but they're just still feeling each other out, and get a goal out of nothing, really. So matchups are as what we thought. Speedy Dean's gone to Jackson Sheringham, and Jeffrey went to Patton.
Abbott gets it down towards Deans. Couldn't take it with him, though. They've got the numbers at the back, Grovedale might be able to get it out. The handball quickly came from Will Ford. Now at the back, quick kick came from Campy. He goes across half back, and they switch the play to the fat side. Going out there looking for Chafer. Who can he pick it up? He can. Can he get around? He handballs it back. Got a bit of space out there on centre wing. They try and measure the pass towards Cam Delaney, but he can't keep it in. And it will be a boundary throw in. Centre wing on the other side.
Just had a message that Caperon and McLaughlin are playing VFL tomorrow. Yeah, down to you, Buzz.
Sorry, mate.
There you go.
52 is Tom Godson for BellPark.
Right, so late inclusion wasn't in the original squad that we had. Thank you for that, Buzz. Good work by you down boundary side for Loco Sportswear, team apparel for champions teams.
So the ball back into play, and Pack develops on centre wing. Grovedale just try and get it there, but there is Godson. He can't take possession, and the Tigers, they worry him out of it. Chafer gets the handball away. Dean's left foot kick to centre half forward, sits up. McSparrow and Cubs can't take the mark off hands. Through the back of the pack, they might be okay here. They go through Lockie Smith. Can they pick it up? They can't. Free kick, no, the umpire says. It will be a ball up about 35 out from the Grovedale goal. So, Ruckwork Goats gets down there and gets the ball down. Dean's over the top of it. He can't go with the football. He's wrapped up, not going anywhere, and we'll have another bounce.
So we're about 40 out from the Grovedale goal. Umpire again tossing it into the air. Fisher doing the ruck work against Goats, the two number ones. Head over the footy, but not being able to take it away is Braden Mitchell, the former Geelong West Giant out of the GDFL. Lockie Smith spills for him. Can he get a handle on the footy? He can't. Godson buffs him off the ball. Push and shove. Ball rolls into the practice wicket area for the cricket, and a boundary throw in left forward pocket.
It's been a bit fumbly, Smith. A couple of those last opportunities he's had. Just needs to clean it up a bit.
Boundary throw in left forward pocket. Opening term thanks to Harvey Norman. From behind Goats, winning the tap down. Palm down into the path of Mitchell. He was taken without the footy. Umpire said play on. Dean's quick hands out the side door. Chance here for the Tigers. Little kick's okay. Did it go 15? It did barely as Lovegrove, falling to ground, marks the kick that came from Will Ford. And a shot at goal coming from about 35 out, just left of centre. And Lovegrove will be kicking with whatever breeze there is down there. Is there any at all, or have we got a rare day here, Buzz?
No,
South Point Garden Supplies?
It's unbelievable, King. There is not a breath of it down here.
So no excuse for Lovegrove distance-wise. On debut, another debutant with a chance to kick a goal. Swings out onto his right boots, hit it pretty well, but in doing that push for extra distance has pushed it to the right and through for a behind. And the first score of the afternoon for the Tigers is a minor one. They're one behind. Bell Park, 1 straight 6 in this opening term, thanks to Harvey Norman.
Play on quickly. Godson goes from fullback, long kick to centre wing, looking for and finding Sheringham. He handballs it back inboard. Got the call from Wormy. He goes back, fat side. They're okay. And Purcell takes the mark at half-back, switches it towards centre wing. Dangerous kick. Parrish came in, needs some support. Smith gets wrapped up. The umpire says, held it too long. And it will be a free kick to Bell Park. At half-back, Ben Lloyd. He's got the footy. Not much to kick to. He's going to switch the play. Back across half-back, past McSparron. Godson takes it. And just setting the plate. Now he goes in the middle with a worm burner. Missed the target. Sarcevic comes up, makes it better than it should have been. Gets it back to Lloyd. He gets around a couple. Now he's free. Goes through the middle of Boodoo. Goes along towards half forward. One hand. Wow. One hand mark. And that was taken by number 18.
Nick
Who's not
Tallarico
on the list. Is it?
Yep.
Hey, is it? Nick Tallarico. They've got a couple of changes in here, Bell Park. A couple of furfs.
Snuck a couple in.
They snuck a couple in. Haven't got 22 on the list. Tallarico, we're going with Kirsch.
Yep.
Comes in, right foot kick. It's good off the boot, and that is a good kick.
Good mark, good goal.
Yeah, good mark. He put the hand up, and that is a good goal. It could be the Lammy's Tavern goal of the day. It could
well
be. And first for Tallarico, the second for Bell Park, and they 2 straight 12. And they lead Grovedale 1 behind. And as on the first quarter, thanks to Harvey Norman. Think Harvey Norman's. For all the big brands at Geelong's best prices, here's Matt Kershaw.
Yeah, better ball movement there by Bell Park. They made the ground big. They switched the play. They brought it back into the corridor. It wasn't a great kick, but they had numbers in the corridor. When you spread the play and you open up the corridor, you can't defend it. So it was really good play by Bell Park.
We're back in the middle, and we're getting a hand on the footy through the agency of Cunningham, going long for Bell Park, looking for a mark. That's a good, strong grab. Back with the flight. Good Hamlin hanger contender. The mark taken there by Liam Davies. Davies at true centre-half back goes short and finds a marking target, and he's got Matty Harvey. But they're still at true centre-half back and just trying to find a way out like a yacht tacking into the breeze. He goes short, and mark taken by Will Ford. Can't miss him with the red hair. Feigned a handball, now called to play on. Now he's got a kick on his non-preferred left to the wing. Benstead in best position for Bell Park, couldn't mark. Front of the pack, chance there for Wormy. He couldn't take the footy, but Grovedale are going to go forward, a one-on-one. Flying but not marking Delaney. Had it knocked away by McSparron towards the boundary line, and we'll get a boundary throw in the left forward pocket at the Social Club end. Grovedale in attack in this opening term. It's ticked over around 11 minutes on the Total Tools time clock. Total Tools, every tool for every trade, and Grovedale looking for their first goal of the afternoon.
Wasn't a real kick to the forwards' advantage then, was it? That's exactly what McSparron would want. The ball coming in high. Can defend it easily.
Fisher doing the ruck work against Goats. Goats, a wonderful tap to Sheringham. Sheringham's handball a little bit too hot for Jamie Fulton. And that means Grovedale's going to come through and pick up the footy. Quick snap out of nowhere towards the goal square is not a bad effort. McSparron was being held as he went to mark. The kick came from Jack Toot. And they're going to clear. The kick, though, of Wormy wasn't great. The door opens for Delaney to give a handball, and in the goal square, a goal. And is that Mitchell kicking his first? No, he's missed.
Behind.
Through for a behind. Margin is 10, Braden Mitchell with a minor score. And it's 2 behinds, Grovedale, 2 goals, Bell Park. The Dragons leading by 10 in this opening term. Thanks to Harvey Norman. Think Harvey Norman for all the big brands at Geelong's best prices.
Godson in short, goes to McSparrow now at a long left foot to centre wing. Over the back though. And it's a mark taken by Ryan Abbott. Kirsch is just using my cough button, so it's perfect. It's great. Now he goes towards half forward, goes over the top at half forward for Grovedale. Handball comes out the back. Fisher can't take it. Numbers with Bell Park at the back. They're going to be able to spread it again. Patton takes a bounce, runs through centre half back, goes towards centre wing, sets a bit of a task, punch away. And that task was for McDowell. He wasn't up to it either. Parrish is there. Handball back. Davies off a step, goes to half forward. Gillett comes out, takes the mark. He's a big brute of a boy too. Tom Gillett.
Good
He's
positioning.
Left half forward. Screaming at him to kick the ball into the goal square. He goes there now. Pack develops off the front of the pack bedstead to Patton, and they're away now. Bell Park.
Patton sends it towards the outer side of Burdu Reserve. He kicks it for space. It bounces and sits up nicely, and they're away. Tallarico with a bounce, with a second bounce. Make it a third bounce. Good chase comes from Ford. He's able to drag him down just enough to affect the kick. Rolling ball to the goal square is cleaned up down there. Going to ground and having to go out of bounds with a handball. It was Lockie Smith. But the chase was good from Luke Ford.
Fantastic, wasn't it?
Nearly ran him down, Tallarico. And we got a boundary throw in the left forward pocket. But he was away, Tallarico, but Ford showed some good toe. Playing game 91 this afternoon, Luke Ford.
He's hurt himself as well in that. He's holding his shoulder.
So we'll keep an eye on that for St John of God. Boundary throw in Bookavars to do the ruck work, front position against. Dumped it. Maybe taken high by Deans. Now, that is a physical impossibility that Nathan Deans could tackle somebody high. But it is a free kick going to the Dragons. And it's in the hands of Tallarico, who had that bursting run down the outer side of the ground only moments ago. That may be the first in the career of Nathan Deans.
It might well be. Someone must have boosted him.
Buzz, you've seen a lot of GFL footy. Has Nathan Deans ever taken anybody high without being on a stepladder?
Negative.
Tallarico, chance for his second from 30 metres out, sets it up to the left, tries to work it back. Yes. I reckon he's done enough. He has. He's kicked his second, and the Dragons have got their third, and they've skipped away to an early 16-point advantage. There's 3 straight 18. The Grovedale Tigers are 2 behinds in this opening term. Thanks to Harvey Norman. Think Harvey Norman for all the big brands at Geelong's best prices.
He's got some good work rate, hasn't he, Tallarico? He's been getting up the ground and then working really hard out the back and then representing, so he's got a good work rate.
15 minutes gone in this opening quarter, and really some danger signs early for Bell Park, Kirsch.
There is. Better ball movement and better entries into their forward half as well. So, yeah.
Coming fat side.
Exactly right. Yeah, they're opening the game ground right up.
They are. Abbott gets it down to the back of the pack for Grovedale. They can't pick it up. He might have to. He does. Fresh air shot, really, but it ends up in Matt Harvey's hands. He gets it towards half forward. Fisher over the top. He can't take it with him. Pack develops around him as well. He comes out the back and somehow gets it away to Harvey again. He goes towards full forward. Mitchell goes up over the back of the pack. McSparrow is there as well. Bell Park working overtime. Mitchell tried to kick it off the ground, and in the end, I think out of nowhere.
A little speedy.
Lovegrove.
Lovegrove it was, who had a set shot before and turned around and then kicked it over Billy's shoulder and kicked his first and Grovedale's first. So they go to 1-2-8, and they trail Bell Park 3 straight 18. And that's the first quarter, thanks to Harvey Norman. Think Harvey Norman for all your big brands at Geelong's best prices. And the expert this afternoon, he's an expert. Wilson's Real Estate, Geelong Property, done properly. It's Matt Kershaw.
Scrappy forward entries for Grovedale, but if their smalls play their role, they're in the game. So
shown a bit Lovegrove.
He has. He's been a bit nippy up here. You got Tallarico up one end, Lovegrove at the other.
Abbott won the tap down. The kick at Harvey was partially smothered, so he had to go again and find the loose footy, but he ran into a Goats and Patton tackle, and we'll get another ball up. And Goats just looks like Todd Stephen reincarnated, just a little bit taller. Abbott winning the tap down. Wonderful pick up there by Wareham, or rather Wormy, but he gave it up to Abbott. Quick kick forward, flying out. Mitchell brought it to ground. Front of the pack, Lockie Hood was there. Tackle was laid, bringing down Lloyd by Hood. He didn't have the footy, Lloyd, and he's looking back to the umpire saying, I never took possession. I was taking in a tackle. Surely that's a free kick. Umpire says, give it to me. I'll ball it up at the end of the centre square, favouring Grovedale. Abbott climbs high, won the tap down, almost his own roving. Dean's on hands and knees, almost almost threw that out. Quick kick forward came from Chute. 25 out from goal, a one-on-one. Gillett can't get to it. Back with the flight, no mark taken there by the Dragons, fighting hard for it, wrapped up in a tackle. That might be Wormy, who is dragged to ground, and we'll get a ball up left forward pocket, favouring Grovedale. They kick to the social club end in this opening term. Fisher and Goats do the ruck work. Fisher winning the tap down, crashing through, and maybe held without it was Mitchell. Umpire said play on. Lockie Hood fighting for it. Quick clearing kick. Lloyd banging it on the boot towards the boundary line. It's a good mark on the chest. Wareham against the boundary line under pressure from Chute has taken it on the chest, and he'll look to bring it this broadcast side. The Warralilly wing, as we're calling it here on Burdu Reserve. Warralilly Estate behind us. Kick to the wing. Abbott, good position. Oh, drops what he should have taken off the chest. Patton had it knocked from his grasp. White gave a handball off. Barging through was Baker, but he turned it over to Patton. Gave it to Jacko Sheringham, who's dumped in a tackle. Parrish bringing him to ground. In fact, no, it was Will Jeffrey, and we'll get a boundary throw in. There's a bit of push and shove off the ground. It always seems to happen in front of the commentary box and nowhere else on the ground.
Muscles get flexed in front of the box.
Boundary throw in from behind Goats. To the back, Harvey, kick towards half forward. Bellpark half back line working overtime. They run through. Mitchell's over the top of it as well, and also Gorman. Ball spills free again, and now Jackson Sheringham puts a tackle on, along with James Baker, and the umpire will come in and ball it up. At 40 out from the Grovedale goal.
Jeffrey doing a really good job so far. We haven't called Patton.
No. Abbott goes up early, gets it with the left hand, back towards his nemesis Goats, who was on the ground as well. Pack develops again, and we'll do it all again.
And those two again, Patton and Jeffrey will get up.
Right next to him.
Yep, wearing him like a glove.
About 50 out from the Grovedale goal. Goats and Abbott. Goats climbing high, winning the tap down off the hands of the pack. Lockie Smith wrapped up in a tackle. He was taken high, the umpire said, by Cunningham. And there'll be a free kick to Lockie Smith. Probably just slightly too out far to score.
This is where you need the old Adam Donahue running past.
He made an absolute special of that.
Didn't he? What out here?
Smith will set it up to about 15 out from goal, asking Fisher to fly. Brought front of the pack. Numbers there for the Dragons, including Purcell, who's taken in a tackle, and we'll get a ball up about 15 out from goal. Left forward pocket, maybe back more towards the middle. It's an opportunity here for the Tigers. Fisher doing the ruck work, winning the tap. Lockie Patton on hands and knees, got to his feet, then was taken in a tackle. He can't get out of that tackle, and that's holding the ball. Tried to do a little bit too much, Lockie Patton, I suspect, Kirsch.
Yep.
And it'll be a free kick to the Tigers. They are wearing him like a glove, and it's Lovegrove again, who has been lively in this opening term on debut.
Patton was trying to make the play in a telephone box, and then you just got to sometimes ride that tackle, I think, rather than create in the mouth of the goals. So I think that would have been a focus pre-game, that if Patton gets ball in hand, he's enemy number one, I think.
Jacob Lovegrove, 20 out. Just slightly left of centre, should be no hassle, and he slots it. He's kicked his second, and he pulls the margin back to 4 points. They're 2-2-14. They're the old Archbishop Desmond. Bellpark 3 straight 18 in this opening term, thanks to Harvey Norman. Think Harvey Norman for all the big brands at Geelong's best prices, and in the expert's chair this afternoon, loving the work of the small forward, Jacob Lovegrove from Grovedale, is Matt Kershaw.
Well, we do love the work of forwards, don't we? But really good pressure. Two different styles of footy, as we mentioned. Bellpark like to make the ground big, get some spread, whereas Grovedale are really happy and intent to get that ball in really quick, making their forwards have a contest and letting their little go to work, and Lovegrove's really playing up to that at the moment.
Two number ones in the middle. Goats going up, get it down, but they Grovedale get it towards centre wing, but it's chopped off. Domick takes the mark, handballs away quickly. Sheringham. Tim goes over the top. Now back to Sarcevic, who missed the target running past Domick, and it was behind him, the handball, and out of bounds for a throw in right half forward for the Parkers.
Tell you what you don't often see, JD. Two number 58s running around on the ground.
Big number to wear in the ones, isn't it?
Certainly is.
There is. Book of Vaz there. Now Goats gets it down. Ball back to the middle for Grovedale. Free and open space, but Bellpark with the numbers. Handball came back quickly, and that came to Fulton. He gets it away to McSparron through the middle. Wide-ranging kick out wide. Over the back, Sarcevic will go over there for the tackle. The ball, Campy's there as well, close to the boundary line, and will actually be over. Boundary throw-in. Left half forward for the visitors. And they lead at the moment 3 straight 18. Grovedale 2-2-14.
Bell Park's first trip here since 2016. There was only one game between the two clubs in 17, 18, 19, all at High Sushi Oval, as it's now known, from the boundary throw. Sheringham ready to poach. Sheringham ready to goal. Tim Sheringham, as he's done through 215 games, showing a bit of class. The boundary throw, and he was awake to it being out the back, and he pounced on the loose footy, and the veteran star kicks the goal. Goal 206 of his career, and he bangs it through from 35 post height and finishes it off nicely to get the Dragons back out by 10. They're 4 straight 24. Bell Park at Grovedale rather at 2-2-14 in this opening term, thanks to Harvey Norman.
Probably the steady they needed, didn't they? Because Grovedale had a bit of momentum there for probably the last 4 to 6 minutes of that quarter. So a little steadying head, bit of experience.
Okay, so you don't lose class.
You do not lose class.
Back to the middle. Fisher goes up early. Goats gets it down though. Patton over the top without the football. Could have got a free kick. In fact, it was pushing it back to Lloyd, but the umpire will come in and ball it up again. He's very stiff, I think, Ben Lloyd. Just getting up and holding the neck, as well as he got a high tackle and a push in the back.
On the cricket wicket.
Yes. So Fisher gets it down. Deans wrapped up straight away, not going anywhere. The umpire will come in and we'll have a third bounce in the middle.
Jace, Tallarico's just down here for Bell Park, getting his left knee heavily strapped, been in here for about 5 minutes.
Ooh.
That's not good. To kick 2 already this afternoon, Nick Tallarico. So in the hands of the trainers. We're going to have a fourth bounce. We're not.
No.
We're going to have holding the ball. He dragged it in, said the umpire. And it'll be a free kick to Ford in the middle for Grovedale.
Ford brings it towards our wing, and Paddy Knott, one of the only players with his socks up on the ground. He may actually be the only one.
And a glove.
Swings onto his left boot, yes, looking for a marking option. Delaney, good, strong grab in the hands in front of Jack Purcell. He's about 55 from home. He's got Mitchell leading to the pocket, and that's where he goes. Patton did well, put his body on the line across the front to help out his fellow defender in Gorman, and it's out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. Keep us up to date with what's happening down there.
Yeah, he's just about to come back on Tallarico, but he's got plenty of strapping on that left knee.
Thank you for that, St John of God injury update. Ryan Abbott just quickly out of the pack, got rid of Goats in the ruck, grabbed it, but he's quick snapped, didn't get enough purchase. Bodylining the ball, McSparron, but only into the path of Mitchell. They're going to come up with it though, the Dragons. Quick snap out of there by Cunningham to half back, and bobbling it on the chest, but taking the mark is Paddy Bright. Back in the side after missing 2019 overseas. Jacko Sheringham to Sarcevic. Sarcevic a handball to Lloyd. Lloyd right in the middle of Burdu reserve, pulls the kick to the pocket, a one-on-one contest, back with the flight, Not couldn't mark, has to go and find the footy on the ground. He was able to just get a little soccer kick away from Ian Alley, and now it's a chance for Not to barge through, jammed it on the boot, and he'll roll it out of bounds, and they'll get a boundary throw-in. Calls for deliberate, not coming. Paddy Not played that well after not being able to complete the mark against Ian Alley. He was able to take the footy, get it clear, and get a boundary throw-in.
These famous names out there, Bell Park names out there. Is that
Alley.
Sarcevic's son?
Yep.
One of the greats of the GFL.
A boundary throw in deep in Bell Park's attack. Fisher from behind, pushed to the front. Grovedale can run free. The ball came quickly from Harvey towards centre wing, pushed away from Abbott. Bell Park with the numbers, Godson's there. Handball out was okay. Sheringham gets it away from a tackle, close to the boundary line, working in the phone box and close to the boundary line. In fact, out. Nathan Dean's putting on the tackle. Surprise, surprise.
Up to tackle 13 already.
So a throw in. Left half forward, Bell Park. For a throw in for Goats and Fisher. Both get a hand to it to the front. And a pack around the ball. Ball spills towards Sarcevic. He can't take it with him. Oh, was that a free kick for a hold? That was held on a long time there to Harrison White. But the umpire, yes, the trailing umpire has found it, and he'll get a free kick at half-back for the Tigers.
Part of the leadership group, Harrison White, playing just game 18 of his young career. Spent some time on the Falcons list in 2019. Kick to the wing. There's going to be a free kick for a push, surely, to McSparron. Wasn't paid. Mitch Langan at the front of the pack. Mitch Chafer at the front of the pack. Got a kick away. And to Delaney, who's taken out of bounds by Godson, and will get a boundary throw-in.
You mentioned McSparron. Kinga, he's got the job on Abbott when he's resting forward.
Thank you for that. Match up for Wombat Gully Plant Farm. Josh Conway down boundary side for Loco Sportswear. And sees old man still here, Rowan. Coach Kolak will head down to Australian Land Company Stadium shortly, I suspect, for tonight's clash. Took down the ruck by Goats, front of the pack. Quick kick forward by Wareham. It's a high ball, but not came out. Couldn't take it off his bootlaces. He tried to mark. Coming through Fulton, couldn't take it either. Tackle late on Ian Alley, and we've got a ball up out of wing True centre wing out of sight here at Purdue Reserve. It's a 10-point lead for Bell Park. They lead 4 straight 24 to 2-2-14.
So ball up. Abbott back in the ruck. Comes towards Sarcevic. He can't take it. Sheringham's there as well. Pack develops around it. Pretty scrappy play. Sheringham straight through the middle. Did nicely and runs with the right foot kick lead on. Coming out. There's no mark taken. Oh, fantastic pickup though. Very clean back to Sarcevic. And I think that was McDowell actually, who was coming out at pace. And now Jack Sarcevic has got the footy. And that will still be a fair kick from where he is. He's about 45 out. Just a little left of centre. But we've seen that without any breeze here, which is a miracle at Grovedale, he should have no trouble with the distance. It will be the accuracy that comes in now. He's a left footer. He gives it a good roost, and he has split the middle, if you don't mind. Jack Sarcevic has kicked his first of the afternoon, and for Bell Park, that is their 5th, their 5 straight 30. And they lead the home side, Grovedale, 2-2-14. And the first quarter, thanks to Harvey Norman. Think Harvey Norman for all the big brands at Geelong's best prices. Here's Kirsch.
We were in a bit of a stalemate there, weren't we? I think the play was between the arcs for a good 3 or 4 minutes there until it was broken open. And like you said, absolute clean pickup by and great hit up too. And then lowered the eyes and hit up Sarcevic. And that name's kicked many a goal on local football grounds over a long period of time. So no surprise it went straight through the middle.
Abbott winning the tap down this time. And then he does his own roving and jams it on the boot to centre half forward. Delaney got a little nudge from McSparron, but then found it on the deck. Quick handball release was okay to Finn Parrish. Parrish pulls a kick, wants the goal square, and Big Gillett brought it to ground with one hand, and then a big tackle laid, bringing Purcell to ground for Bell Park. Gillett was involved in that as well. Lockie Hood also involved in the play, and we've got a ball up. Lovegrove might have been just loitering with intent, as you'd expect. Kicked a couple in this opening term. Gillett tried to grab it out of the ruck. Trying to barge his way through was Lockie Hood, the youngster. Here he is now. Hood again having it knocked from his grasp. Deans has thrown his body in there. About 25 out from goal. Patton did okay. Lloyd, he lost it in the tackle. Then he went to go again. Deans put his head over it. Then managed to get a handball out. Gillett, handball up. Quick snap. Finn Parrish round his body. Mitchell best position to mark on the chest. Gee, they did well there, Grovedale. And then Mitchell quickly wants to step out, snap, and kick the goal.
They did real well.
Lemmy's Tavern goal of the afternoon contender from Braden Mitchell on debut from Geelong West GDFL, where he played 61 games and kicked 140 goals. Well, he's got his first in the yellow and black of Grovedale, and it was a good one too to pull the margin back to 10 points. They're 3-2-20. Bell Park 5 straight 30 in this first quarter, thanks to Harvey Norman. Thank Harvey Norman for all the big brands at Geelong's best prices.
They just wanted it more, didn't they? They in that scrimmage, they just fought, defended well, and got their reward.
Just happy to have a crack, aren't they?
They are, absolutely.
Yeah. So back to the middle. Quick reply from the Tigers. And it's Goats up against Abbott. Goats gets it down as well. Falls quickly to Harvey. Right foot kick for Grovedale towards centre half forward. Delaney in front did nicely.
Starting to impact Delaney.
Yes, right foot kick out. Gillett comes out. Can't take it with him. Benstead behind. He's up against a couple. Benstead kept his feet. Then he dropped the footy in the tackle, and the umpire said yes, he did. And going to be a free kick to Grovedale. Right in front of the members. They'll be very happy over there with that work.
Yeah.
Lockie Hood.
So he's had an impact in the last couple of minutes, Lockie Hood. And he will shoot for goal from about 35, 40 out. And you'll know if it's okay because he's in front of the members over there. And there's a big crowd too here at Grovedale this afternoon.
Matho will be commentating over there.
Matho will be in fine form on the opposite side of the ground. He comes in, right half forward, right foot kick, holds up in the no breeze, but goes to the front of the pack. Chafer gets it, left foot kick around the corner. Had a bit more time than he thought, I think, in the end, and missed it to the near side and through for one behind. So they go to 3-3-21. Grovedale.
Kingy, Jace, just had an update from Bell Park. It's actually Keegan Gray wearing 52. He's had a jumper change, not Godson. Keegan Gray.
Wondering why we hadn't called Keegan Gray's name for a while, but thank you for that. Appreciate it. Chance now for Bell Park to go forward. That's a good strong grab, holding things up for the Tigers at right half back.
Tom Godson will be pretty unhappy with changing him. He's had about 12 kicks.
Brady Campy with the kick towards half forward. I'll call a lot of Brady's name this afternoon. There, a chance to burst away. A handball near the boundary line, trying to keep it alive is Harvey. He goes with the right foot kick, top of the square, looking for Gillett. Can't complete the mark. Purcell, good pick up and handball release, put into the path of Domick, who's then taken over by Lockie Smith for a rush behind. And the margin is 8. So Grovedale with a bit of momentum at the moment. They're 3-4-22. They trail 5 straight 30 as Bellpark quickly want to get on with it through Wareham.
And Wormy goes to the middle. Sheringham takes the mark. Under pressure from Abbott. He's got, as the siren sounds, Jackson Sheringham was running on centre wing, but it won't matter. It's quarter time. And it's Bellpark 5 straight 30. They lead Grovedale 3-4-22.
Entertaining opening term here from Burdu Reserve. Before we go to the break, we're going to go around the grounds for Leopold Sportsman's Club and have a look at the scores and see what's unfolding at other venues in our region. And I can tell you, in the GFL scores we have to hand so far, Newtown and Chilwell 3-4-22 lead Leopold 1 straight 6. St Mary's have opened up a can of whoop-ass on St Albans 6-1-37. St Albans 2 behinds. They're the only other 2 scores we have. Colac and St Joseph's tonight. All other games, Lara, Geelong West and North Shore South Barwon. Jace?
East Geelong 6-3-39. Great start against Inverleigh 1-6-12. Geelong West Giants 4-6-30. Belmont 2-2-14. Close one North Geelong 6-3-39. Winch 5-2-32. Werribee 4-4-28. Anarchy 1-1-7. Bellpost Hill 8-5-53. Corai 4-2-26. And no score yet from Thompson and Bannockburn.
Mortuary 3-4-22 in the Bellarine lead. Ocean Grove 2-2-14. Torquay 6-2-38. Drysdale yet to score. Newcombe 5-1-31 lead Anglesey 2-7-19. And Barwon Heads 2-11-23 lead Queenscliff 2 straight 12. No score from Port Arlington and Geelong Amateur. But that is around the grounds for Leopold Sportsman's Club. Our Leopold Sport is your complete family venue. We'll keep you up to date throughout the afternoon. But it is quarter time here at Burdu Reserve. Grovedale, well, they trail by 8 points. They're 3-4-22. Bellpark, a 5 straight 30 this opening term. Thanks to Harvey Norman and thanks to Abco Cafe 24/7. Now toasting awesome Jaffles. Live, breathe, K-Rock footy.
Hitting the streets of Geelong and the Surf Coast, K-Rock 955 Street Team.
not performing at your best? See Geelong's trusted allied health professionals at Corio Bay Health Group, looking after the people of Greater Geelong for more than 35 years. Choose from physio, Pilates, sports medicine and psychology, myotherapy and remedial massage, hand therapy, podiatry, acupuncture and dietetics. Be fit, be active, be healthy, be better. Call 1300 880 834 or book an appointment online at 9 convenient locations. CorioBayHealth.com.au.
Hi, I'm Patrick Dangerfield. When you're on the highway to the danger zone, make sure it's in a Rex Gorell new or used car. Rex Gorell just can't be beaten. They top the ladder when it comes to range, service, value and quality. So you'll only get the best when you buy your car from Rex Gorell. Family owned and committed to Geelong. Do what I've done. Join the winning team at Rex Gorell.
Rex Gorell, Fine Street on the Trobe Terrace, Geelong. Visit rexgorell.com.au. LMCTs 1308 8349.
Thanks to our number one ticket holder, APCO. Fueled by APCO Cafe 24/7.
Early game, kick towards half. Oh, flying, a good grab. Good strong grab from Wareham, a Hamlin hanger contender. Almost top of the square. Was a contender for a Hamlin hanger from Isaac Wareham. Hamlin distinctively local, quarter time at Burdo Reserve, and it is Bell Park 5 straight 30, leading Grovedale 3-4-22. We've just had the assistant coach of Grovedale, Jacob Spalding, over wanting to have a chat to Kirsch and pick Kirsch's brain. What'd you give him?
Oh no, I think I have.
Give him much.
I didn't give him much. I think it's stuff they already know, and I think they'll be probably pretty happy with that quarter, to be quite honest. And you know, we spoke about Grovedale's pressure, but their predictability going forward, kicking it to their talls, the talls bringing the ball to the ground, then their littles going to work, Lovegrove and that sort of thing. So
we got Josh Conway waiting patiently with Shane Jack for Harmac Holmes.
Thank you, kicking out alongside Jackie. What did you make of that first quarter, mate?
Yeah, look, mate, I thought our first 10 or 15 was pretty good. We got the score on the board, but look, their pressure around the footy's been pretty good. They've got the ball forward. We haven't been outmarked, but their smalls up forward are a bit of a concern. So we'll address that and look to cover off. But I think our backs down there will start to intercept mark. We're just not marking them. They're getting at the ground, and that's what's causing us a few headaches. So.
Are you looking to make any positional change in the second quarter?
No, look, mate, we'll just go back to the start. Jack Purcell will just play a bit deep. We had him up the ground, and Stevie will come up a bit. But yeah, that's all we're doing.
And what was the message to the guys out of that break?
Yeah, look, I just think on the outside, on the spread, when we do get the ball, we're looking really dangerous. I just reckon they're winning it over the ball a bit. But once we do get it into open space, I reckon our run and carry will get them. So I just wanted our boys to hunt the footy and then get it on the outside.
Thanks, Jackie.
Josh Conway, good job by you, talking with Shane Jack, and of course Josh down boundary side for Loco Sportswear. Team apparel for champion teams. Half-time in the AFLW Grand Final, and it is the Brisbane Lions 3 straight 18, leading the Adelaide Crows 2-1-13. We'll stay across that score. We did get a score update too from Geelong West and Lara out at the Snake Pit, and I understand it's 7-4-46, playing 2-1-13, so the Giants have jumped the Cats in that clash out at Bidgesnella Oval. So we'll stay across the scores where we can this afternoon for Leopold Sportsman's Club. Leopold Sporties, your complete family venue. What did you make of that Geelong Insurance Brokers head-to-head matchup? Lockie Patton with Will Jeffrey at times.
Well, in the call, I don't think we called Patton too often, and then Jeffrey was wearing him like a glove. At the start, they were sort of happy to just rotate that player through him, but now, as you see, after that first 5 minutes, Jeffrey gone to him and locked him down pretty well.
Players in position, just waiting for the crowd to leave the ground, which is one of the great features of local footy.
Waiting for everyone.
We always seem to run a few minutes later than we should, as we allow for, especially when we've got good crowds like the one we've got here this afternoon. Great crowd in front of the social club here at Grovedale, and a good smattering of people around the ground as well. The car parks struggle to get a car park here. Always seems to be gaps behind the goals, though, JD. You wonder why that would be.
That's funny about that, isn't it?
Never been able to work that out. Umpire Richards holds it aloft for the second quarter, thanks to Warralilly, living Geelong's most awarded community. Here's Jason Doherty.
Back to the start of the second quarter, and Sheringham nearly took it out from the ruck contest where Abbott got it down. And the ball comes out the back where they try and stretch it towards Domick on centre wing again. He breaks through. Handballs it back inboard though, but missed the target. Kick around the corner came quickly from Campy. Go across, well, ball falls into Fisher's hands. He tries to get it away. Handball came back towards Deans. He couldn't pick it up. Ben set over the top of it as well. Pack develops. The umpire will come in. And just inside the centre square, Grovedale into attack will have a ball up. Kicking to the Torquay Road end of this second term. And it'll be Abbott and Goats. Abbott gets it down. Rove Sheringham kicked it off the ground over the head of Knott. And he might have to go back and pick it. Oh, Sheringham does nicely. He gets the handball free. And now the kick off the ground towards centre half forward. No mark taken. And that was on the ground was Pat Bright. But they get away, Grovedale, and they come towards centre wing, but Benstead chops it off, and he runs the other way, and he goes back towards half forward, tries to hit the target, Sheringham around the corner, high kick towards the square, Bookavas from behind, used the body, couldn't take the diving mark, falls into the arms, though, of Wareham, and it's touched and through for one behind, so Isaac Wareham kicked 1-1 this afternoon, and the first blemish for Bell Park, 5-1-31, and they lead Grovedale 3-4-22.
Look forward to bring the ball back into play. He'll send off towards half-back on the outer side of the ground, which is more the near side for those in the crowd. It's our outer side from where we broadcast, and it's Abbott taking the mark. 5 games for the Cats, 1 for St Kilda, and now back home at Burda Reserve. He bangs a kick long, looking to half forward, flying from the back but not completing it. Gillett found it on the ground, did well. A handball released to Lovegrove. Lovegrove goes back. Harvey, kick inside, forward 50. What's he got? It's cleared the pack. There's going to be a free kick. He's there for a push. McSparron's been done for a push on Delaney, and Cam Delaney's got a chance to pull this margin back to 3 points.
A little bit better ball movement going in their forward half then. They lowered their eyes and hit up their targets, and Delaney in front on the lead.
Got to like these kids, don't you? You've got to like
kids.
That Gillett.
Love it.
Fantastic.
Yeah, took the game on, turned inside, gave a great handball. Lovegrove involved again. It's great to watch.
Just bobbing up out of nowhere, some of these youngsters. Cam Delaney, we know what he can do. 6 games with the Kangaroos at AFL level. Spent a couple of years on the Cats list before returning home in 2017, and this afternoon playing game 56 as co-captain. He'll kick for goal from 25 metres out and has kicked the goal, and they are back within 3. So the Tigers are giving plenty of cheekier this afternoon against the Fancy Dragons, and they kick their 4th of the afternoon to make the margin 9 points in this second quarter, thanks to Warralilly, Live in Geelong's most awarded community.
Yeah, they can keep up this pressure that they've got. They're certainly going to stay in this game for a long period of time. It's not about staying in the game really for them at the moment. They're having dominating parts of each quarter. So and they're getting scoreboard pressure.
2 minutes gone on the Total Tools time clock. Total Tools, every tool for every trade. And Abbott's influence on this contest can't be understated, can it, right
absolutely.
now?
Waiting for the footy to come back. Must have gone over the back of the car park.
Yeah, it's a big dip down the back.
There is a big dip over the back there, so back with the umpire in the middle. So good start for the home side in this second term. Abbott, as we said, dominated. Goats goes up. Abbott gets it down. Deans and Sheringham right next to each other. Schaefer came off half forward. Now it falls quickly towards Will Ford. Kick was partly smothered. He might pick it up again. He does. Little left foot kick. Punched away. Benstead falls to the side. Lloyd, he can't pick it up. Umpire says play on. Still in the middle of the ground after all that play. And we'll have another bounce. A bit scrappy there for the last 30 seconds or so. Tom King will get it out of here. You watch.
I'll do my best as Nathan Dean, surprise, last man off the bottom of the pack. Goats and Abbott. Abbott with a double sort of scoop over his head into space. Finn Parrish outside of the right boot. Bounces it towards the bootlaces there of Mitchell. He couldn't take it. He's Lovegrove again. Head over the footy. He's got 2 Dragons wrapping him up. Umpire says give it to me as James Baker laid the tackle along with Lockie Patton. And about 45, make it 50 out from goal. Abbott grabs it out of the ruck, fired a handball back to Parrish, unaware Sarcevic was coming at him, but he got the kick away. Delaney on the chest. That's a well-weighted kick from Finn Parrish to the lead of Cam Delaney. Basically, Parrish said, you run here, Cam, and I'll put it in the right spot.
Right. All you got to do is shut your arms and I'll give it to you. Geez, Abbott was important then, wasn't he? Just dominated in the air then, fed back, opened the game up. Plays all in front of you, kid.
Cam Delaney. A chance to give the Tigers the lead for the first time this afternoon. Will kick from around 40, just right of centre to the Torquay Road end. He starts at left. Will he work it back? No, he won't. He misses to that left-hand side and through for a behind. But the margin is now 2 points. It is 5-1-31 Bell Park. Grovedale, a 4-5-29 in this second quarter. Thanks to Warralilly, Live in Geelong's most awarded community. Want to find out how? Check out warralilly.com.au.
Keegan Gray with the footy at fullback for the visitors. He's going to go to our outer side. The members' side here at Boodoo goes along Off the back of the pack, not off a step with his left boot towards half forward. Punched away at the back of the pack there by Baker. And it will be a boundary throw-in. Left half forward. Grovedale still into attack. Goats. It's down there to do the ruck work for Bell Park.
Abbott playing the kick behind
the ball. So it'll be Delaney in front. And he got it down too. And the handball shuffle around. Gray got it away for Bell Park under pressure. They get the kick back towards half back. McDowell goes up, can't take the mark. Parrish was a half a handball. Now Sarcevic, left foot kick out wide towards centre wing. Running back with the flight was Bright. He can't pick it up. He's going to run out of room. And we'll have a boundary throw in on the outer side, or the member side, here at Boodoo Reserve. It's 5-1-31 Bell Park, Grovedale 4-5-29.
Cracking contest so far. Bell Park tried to pull away. Abbott won the tap down. Lloyd tried to barge his way through. Handball, Parrish trying to soccer it off the ground but not getting it away was Finn Parrish. Now a chance for Bell Park to go forward. Bookavar sits underneath it. Baker went to spoil balls, allowed to hit the deck. Domick hit it hard but left the ball behind. Quick clearing kick came out of the pack towards half back for Grovedale. Lovegrove was being held onto there by Baker. Umpire said play on. Benstead picked up the loose footy and then ran into a two-man tackle. Hood and Lovegrove laying that right in front of our best seats in the house. Thanks to APCO, now toasting awesome jaffles at APCO Cafe 24/7. Umpire tosses it into the air for Goats and Abbott again. Goats winning the tap down this time. Rolling ball. Land with Patton. Slung in the tackle. Was actually able to get away from Hood. And then gave a handball off. Exchanged handballs with Cunningham. Now it's at the boundary line with Sarcevic. Had a fresh area on the kick. White put his head over the footy. Did well and gave it to Knott. Knott had his kick smothered though by Domick coming through. Ian Alley rather coming through. It's now underneath a pack of players as they're able to hold it up Bell Park and stop Grovedale from clearing. We'll get a ball up about 50 from goal. And White, last man to pick himself up. He's got that very heavily bandaged left thigh, and the umpire will toss into the air again for Goats and Abbott.
Goats gets it down this time. Use the body nicely. Can they get it free though? That's the thing. It comes out the back. Not straight lines it. He can't pick it up. Pack develops again. The umpire will come in and ball it up once more.
Yeah, the last two ruck contests by Gertz was a lot better. He's actually started to jump into Abbott a little bit more rather than trying to,
finesse.
Yeah, finesse with him.
So Booker has to do the ruck work this time against Abbott, who tried to get his left hand to it. Comes back towards him. Now in the middle of the pack, clearing kick towards Fisher, who runs back. He can't get the clearing handball though. Chopped off, then he puts a good tackle on though. The umpire said play on. Had a lot of time to get rid of it. In that tackle was Cunningham. And pretty scrappy play now. Quick clearing kick. Went okay. Get back towards Gray in the middle. He leaves it behind though. Delaney bumped but got the handball free. Now Hood in the middle. Good kick too. Parrish took the mark and was it 50? No, the umpire said held up.
They got one out here.
Yeah, they got the one out the back. Have they seen it? They go towards it. They go up. Gillett takes the mark and will shoot for goal from 50 out directly in front.
I got a feeling it was going to that loose man, but the big blokes don't get his ball up there. Exactly right.
He got in front there.
He hit it well, didn't he?
He did.
It's a great lead.
So Tom Gillett will. He's gone back on the Glenn McGrath run-up, if you don't mind either. What? He's nearly in the middle of the ground. So you want to kick it.
This is Ben Brown run up this one.
Very nice, isn't it? So this to give Grovedale the lead. He comes in. Torquay Road into the ground directly in front. Right foot kick and has kicked that goal.
It's game on here, isn't it?
And they're pretty happy with it. The Grovedale boys. 5-5-35, Grovedale Bell Park 5-1-31 second quarter, thanks to Warralilly, Live in Geelong's most awarded community, and thanks to Wilson's Real Estate. For our expert this afternoon, Wilson's Real Estate, Geelong Property, done properly, Matt Kershaw.
No, hi Sushi over
No, that's Hamlin, isn't it? Yeah, so I've got to get used to all these names. What I did like to see that one, JD, is they opened the ground up for probably one of the rarest times on the day where they opened it up, took the switch out, got the play on the other side of the ground, brought it back into the corridor to the leading targets, and when they're moving the ball quick. They look good, don't they, Grovedale? So let's see a bit more of that.
Back in the middle, they don't muck around here at local footy. Ford dragged down in a tackle by Bright. Chance now for Harvey. His kick went basically up the chimney. Abbott won't be paid the mark, so he has to release it. He took a couple on, and that might be holding the ball. It is. He took possession, and then he tried to take a couple on Ryan Abbott, and as a result, it'll be a free kick in the middle to Bell Park. He's just a little bit dazed, I reckon, from an earlier contest.
Yeah, that one out here, yep.
Right in front of Josh Conway. We'll keep an eye on Rabbit. Ian Alley with the resultant free kick right on the centre wicket area. Drives it to 25 out from goal. And the one-hander, will it be paid? Yes! Great grab taken by Tallarico. Was able to put one hand up, and then as it came back down after he sort of bobbled it, he was able to clutch it to his chest, and he'll go back and kick his third.
Ironically, it's his second one-hander for the day.
Yeah. Hamlin hanger contender. Hamlin distinctively local, and that was distinctively good from Nick Tallarico, who's got two. This for a third and to restore the advantage for Bell Park. 40 metres out. He's just pushed that right and through for a behind. And his first minor score of the afternoon. And the margin is 3 points. Bell Park trailing Grovedale in this second quarter thanks to Warralilly, living Geelong's most awarded community.
So play on quickly from fullback, came from Harrison White, goes long, and mark taken. Bell Park have got it. And they're going to bring it back quickly, back into their forward line. Short little kick came overboard towards Lloyd, who takes the mark. Under pressure! Oh, hey, didn't see Cam Delaney coming off the line there, and he takes the free kick for the hold, and he goes now with the ball out wide. Will it sit for? Yes, it's okay, and it goes now for Toot, who goes with a right foot kick towards half forward. No mark taken. McSparron back there helping out for Bell Park. Pack develops right half forward for Grovedale, and the umpire will come in and ball it up.
Kingy, Bell Park are playing funny buggers on us. Charlie Wilson is 18, not Tallarico as it is on the team sheet.
I was wondering why we hadn't called Charlie Wilson either.
This is going well with the team sheets, isn't it?
Thank you. I was going to say, it didn't look like Nick Tallarico, but anyway, kick to the outer wing, and Campy overran the footy. Tim Sheringham will look to go off the ground. Campy head over it. Chance here for the Dragons. Tim Sheringham's going to come up with it. What do you expect? Nothing less. Kick to a one-on-one. Looking down there for Wilson with the left knee heavily strapped. Chance for Harvey to handball to Abbott. Abbott gives a handball off to Chute. Chute gave it back to Harvey. Harvey's got it to kick now to left half back. They've done that well, the Tigers, and they find Lockie Hood at left half back. Hood debuted as a 15-year-old back in 2017. His kick to the wing, not ideal. That's a good, strong grab. Holding firm underneath that footy. Now the Dragons, and the ball in the hands there of Jackson Gorman. Gorman driving it towards right half forward, looking for a fly. McDowell came from forward deep, didn't get his hands on it. Bookavar's head over the footy, lost it in the tackle. Chance for Harrison White to release by hand to Hood to Deans. Deans just hit it to a voice and missed the target. Chance now for Wilson going through and trying to get a kick forward. In fact, no, it was Keaton Gray. And Gray's kick, though. It's going to end up in the hands of Campy. Campy across the face of goal, and the mark taken by Harvey. He'll bring it broadcast side to Chute.
He goes to Chute now, takes the mark between the back pocket and half back. Down the line, hang on, 50. So over the mark. So Grovedale will bring it down. So the footy is in the car park. It comes back now to Chute, who will take it on centre wing. So Grovedale to drive it forward again. He goes now with a right foot kick towards half forward. Just sits up. They go up. Oh, fly from the back. No mark taken. Chafer. And the ball, Bell Park will get it through Domick, who takes it on centre wing. Just settles the play down, handballs it nicely. And Gray running past. Abbott got a hand to it, chopped it off. Needs support, shoots there again. Handball back was okay. Forward, off a standing start, right in front of the K-Rock box. He goes towards the lane. He can't take the mark. Front and centre, Chafer was good. Kick around the corner. Fisher's handball was beautiful. Mitchell, he tried to handball it as he got tackled. He got slung. Ball still went forward, though. Grovedale with the numbers. Kick off the ground. Or around the corner by Hood. And he's missed through for one behind.
Great pick-up by Gillett, wasn't it?
It was, the big fella.
Got his hands off.
5-6-36, Grovedale. They lead Bell Park 5-2-32. Second quarter, thanks to Warralilly, living Geelong's most awarded community.
New cult hero, I suspect, developing here for Grovedale and Tommy Gillett.
Yep. He's a beast of a man.
Benstead kick to the back pocket, and Worm is marked. He sends it towards the outer side, looking for a one-on-one. McDowell had it fisted away by Campy, out of bounds boundary throw in. True centre wing in this second quarter that on the Total Tools time clock has ticked over around 15 minutes. And it's a 4-point advantage as Ryan Abbott comes to the bench, possibly for the first time this afternoon, which will leave Fisher to do the ruck work. He does it against Paddy Bright, who's actually shorter than him. Jackson Sheringham, front of the pack, wrapped up in a tackle, and we'll get another ball up on the outer side. But right now we've got a great little game of footy taking place, Kirsch.
Yeah, it's like an arm wrestle. It's a battle. See if we can maintain it the most.
Fisher's tapped down. He's socked off the ground by Harvey. Bought 25 metres. Benstead a little fumble. Time to recover. Then he just kicked for space. What's he got? A rolling ball that shoots. Going to be first too. Or steps inside the man coming towards him in Domick. And then a wonderful ball into the path of Mitchell. What a wonderful piece of work by Jack Chute, number 27 on debut. Yep. Showed the footy to Aidan Domick and stepped inside him with an ankle breaker.
It was early candy too. It was early candy.
Well, he sold it early and he bought it early.
And this is Braden Mitchell's opportunity to give a 10-point lead.
Give this his best, I reckon.
To Grovedale. The former, he's called to play on, and he's tried to hit a talk potentially, or he just mishit the kick. Either way, it's off hands and through for a rush behind, and the margin is 5. So on top at the moment, 5-6-36, playing 5-1-31 in this second quarter, thanks to Warralilly, living Geelong's most awarded community.
Bell Park straight down the middle, or free kick over the shoulder though, coming back. Grovedale will take the free kick. Will Ford has it?
Maybe 5-7 playing 5-2.
It is. That's okay. So it's still 5 the difference. Ford has got it. Left half forward for Grovedale. Lots of forwards there. Ford on the half forward. He goes now. Right foot kick long towards the square. Gillett from behind. He's not going to be able to get it because it's out of bounds on the full. And a free kick, Keegan Gray in the last line of defence for Bell Park. He'll have to jump over and get his own footy.
Jace, while we wait for that, Hamish Cunningham just came off a little bit sore, left hamstring, getting some work done on that at the moment.
For St John of God, your emergency specialist, now open 24/7, Jace.
So Gray will take it from the back pocket. He chips the ball dangerously. Oh, just got there in time for Wormy, who goes wide. It's okay. They take the mark through Gorman. He goes towards the middle. Now they've worked it out. They go through Purcell. Got a bit of time and space. Handballs at McDowell. Runs past. Goes wide towards Domick. Has to go back on centre wing. Takes the mark. Wants to play on quickly. The left foot kick around the corner was okay. Benstead back to Domick running past. Deans comes at him. Good tackle. Yep. Handball. Mitchell nearly chopped it off as well. Lovegrove's in there. He's handball. Missed the target. Oh, Deans just robbed it. Goes with a torpedo punch. A 2-on-2 at half forward for Grovedale. Getting back there first. Gorman showed some space, some pace, and goes past Delaney, and his short little kick to Gray was okay.
Keegan Gray, Werribee listed, not required this week by the Tigers, who are playing this afternoon. Handball to Jackson Sheringham, who loops one over the top. Chance to build through James Baker. Baker towards half forward. Campy with a big spoil from behind, front of the pack. Lockie Smith haven't called a lot of this afternoon, and he's kicked for space. This is Lovegrove, and it's out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. True centre wing, Warralilly wing in this second quarter, thanks to Warralilly, living Geelong's most awarded community. 37 playing 32 with the Tigers leading the Dragons. Hope you're enjoying the call on KROC 955 through kroc.com.au and the AFL Barwon Facebook live stream from the boundary throwing. Goats won it down. Lloyd was there trying to shrug his way out of the pack was Smith, gave a handball off. Chafer in a 1-2 with Will Jeffrey. Jeffrey's kick. Oh, Gillett went hard. Benstead was harder the other way to provide a spoil. And the ball's now on the deck. About 40 out from the Grovedale goal. The umpire says, give it to me.
Great contest.
He's going to crash some packs.
Always he was. Once Gillett. He starts... Yep. Knowing what he can do in this competition.
Gates works his way down to do the ruck work against Abbott. Let's get a hand to it. Falls to the side of the pack. Sheringham runs without it. Oh, is that a hold? Umpire said play on. Kick came back in from Chafer. High kick over the head of Gillett that time. As through for one behind. So they go to 5-8-38 now. Grovedale. And they lead Bell Park 5-2-32.
Who will swing from half-back. Baker a handball over the top to Domick. Domick at left half-back goes short and has got a target as he tries to get out of defence. It's going to come back towards our wing. Rolling ball kept alive by Baker, but it's now out of bounds. And we will get a boundary throw in. He and Goats can't keep it alive. Lockie Smith getting involved and get a stoppage for Grovedale, who maybe just haven't made the most of their opportunities.
No. time in forward half, they'd be really happy with Grovedale, but I reckon you probably got more scoring opportunities, and there probably should be 2 or 3 up.
Goats and Abbott, as Abbott back out onto the ground. Goats gives himself front position. He wins the tap down. Patton jams it on the boot towards half forward. Bright couldn't take it off his bootlaces. He's now got company from Jack Baker. Chance now for Hood to give a handball up, and it was a good one too. Rather, it was Jeffrey giving the handball up, and the kick, short kick found Harvey. Harvey put it over the head of a teammate in Mitchell, and BellPark are going to come up with it. Here's Patton driving a ball past our commentary position. A good strong grab by Liam Davies. That's a hanger contender. Pressure coming from McDowell, and Davies did well to hang on to the mark.
So Davies at half-back. Goes long towards centre wing. Pack there. They go up off the back of the pack. Chafer did nicely. Takes a bounce. Got an open goal square. He goes a left foot kick towards that. Which way is it going to bounce through for one behind? He's had a couple of opportunities with Chafer.
Yeah.
And they go to 5-9-39 now. Grovedale. They lead BellPark 5-2-32.
McSparran wastes no time, goes looking for Lloyd. Good spoil came from Abbott. He's going to find the footy again, Ryan Abbott. He's been good. Now he drives it back inside 50, and he finds his skipper Delaney. The co-captain marks. Long ball from McSparran, just sat in the air too long and gave Abbott an opportunity to get across, get the spoil on the ball. He won it back. And Cam Delaney, a chance for a 13-point buffer as we approach half-time. Ticked into time on the Total Tools time clock. Grovedale look for their 3rd goal of the quarter. He will kick from about 25, make it 30 metres out, directly in front, sits it up nicely and kicks the goal. So Delaney kicks his 2nd of the afternoon, 2nd of the quarter, and the margin is 13. They're now 6-9-45, playing 5-2-32, so BellPark yet to find a major in this 2nd quarter, thanks to Warralilly, living Geelong's most awarded community.
Matty's doing some work next to us here.
Lockie Patton is just resting forward, boys, so he can get them a spark in forward 50.
They're probably trying to shape that tag as well.
Back to the middle, Abbott. Goats gets it down this time. Oh, there's a hold. The umpire said play on forward through the middle. Back to Abbott. Right foot kick towards half forward. Delaney, can he get around? He went right, went left. Handball back to Fisher, who followed up under pressure. A little right foot kick towards Mitchell. He kicked it off the ground, and it must have just landed in the field of play. And we'll have a boundary throw in.
JD, I was just writing about time in forward half and how they'd be extremely happy with it, but a bit wasteful with their scoreboard pressure. As I was writing that, Delaney kicked that goal, so they'd probably be happy with a 13-point buffer right now.
Boundary throw in. So deep into attack again, over the back. Fisher, Sheringham got it down and kicked towards centre wing, punched on in the end by Morrissey for Grovedale. He's got some support, chopped off though. Oi! Was that a free kick? The umpire said no, play on forward. Left foot kick back in forward towards Gillett, who's outnumbered this time. And they want to go to the fat side and run quickly. The Parkers, and they go through the middle. They do nicely now and spread through Lloyd.
Lloyd sends a kick wide on the bounce, rolling ball, asking for Wareham to run onto it. Haven't called a huge deal of him this afternoon. Bookavar's worried out of it by Chute. Baker there for Grovedale. He's slung in the tackle but fired a handball 15 metres, taken by Tim Sheringham, who then snaps a kick over his left shoulder to half forward looking for Paddy Bright. It rolls out of bounds. The spoil coming from Campy. And just forward of the wing, favouring the Dragons. We'll get a boundary throw in.
Just winning those 50-50 contests at the moment, Grovedale, and getting on top in all sort of little areas, in all little contests.
Wilson's Real Estate bringing us Matt Kershaw. Geelong property done properly. Goats won the tap down from behind. Ball's going to fall back to Tim Sheringham. Shares it by hand. Wilson driving, kick inside 50. Went over the head of Paddy Bright. Foot race now out the back. McDowell, one of those. It's well played by Morrissey. Happy to see it out of bounds. And we'll get a boundary throw in the right forward pocket. So cloud once again rolling in. We had a little bit of sunshine. Kirsch had to shield his eyes there for 30 seconds, but this cloudy afternoon continues. Into time on, 13-point Grovedale lead. Haven't beaten the Dragons since the 2016 prelim final. Jackson Sheringham hit the pack hard after the ruck contest, but the clearing kick came from Jeffrey towards half-back. Chance there for Fisher, couldn't take it. Wareham, a handball back. Purcell released. Now chance to jam it on the boot. Gorman inside 50, but Abbott, positioning himself well, has taken the mark.
So Abbott, just to relieve the pressure for the home side. Not much to kick to though, so what's he doing? He's handballing it away to Ford, who ran past. Goes with a kick towards centre wing. Big pack there off the back. Fisher tried to get it towards forward. Kick around the corner. Up goes, good mark. Goats went across at half back and took the mark and switched the play. Well, he had options across, and he will come back now. Now go McSparron. Left foot kick wide to Domick, who made some space on the fat side on centre wing. He goes back inboard. This is where Bell Park look dangerous. Patton now some space and time. Back to Sheringham, who runs free, gets around at half forward, goes to the right foot kick. Ford goes up, can't take the mark against Tim Sheringham, and it will be out of bounds for a throw-in. So deep into Bell Park's attack again. They're 5-2-32, though, trail Grovedale 6-9-45.
So left forward pocket. We were speaking with, at stages, Ben Lloyd, Buzz, but he hasn't come from the ground much of it all.
Yeah, neither he or Cam Delaney are coming off, mate.
They probably heard that they were the man to talk to us, and they've decided, I might just stay out in the ground rather than be grilled by Buzz.
I think Grovey have about 18 inside 50s. I wouldn't be coming off either.
So from the boundary throw-in, we've got another stoppage, a ball up, as Deans and Patton all smiles. Umpire Richards throws it up in the air. Abbott just grabbed it out of the ruck, and now he finds himself in trouble. Was able to jam it on the boot. Back with the flight. Was well played there by Fulton, but his kick was partially smothered and went backwards. Well done by Ford. Very well done. And then he gets a kick on the ball to get it forward. Will Ford to right half forward. Chance for Fisher. He just puts it into space for Delaney. Couldn't complete the mark. McSparron will pick up the loose footy. Got trouble. Parrish, a good tackle. The ball now turned over into the arms of Deans. Deans outside of the right boot. Mitchell couldn't complete the mark off his fingertips. Cop one high, maybe. Umpire said play on. Gorman fighting hard for Bell Park to lock things up. We've got a ball up in the right forward pocket at the Torquay Road end of the ground. Grovedale in attack, and they lead by 13 points in this second quarter thanks to Warralilly.
So ball up. Grovedale into attack again. Fisher off the back. Oh, is that holding the ball? I think it was from Wormy. The umpire says no. Held in. Or did he in the end? He might have paid the free kick, did he? The trailing umpire?
I think he's paid one for too high.
Too high. Well, which... That's a good effort against Nathan Deans. You have to get pretty low to get that, but he's got it, and he's got a set shot for goal 30 metres out. Just worse than a 45-degree angle, but without breeze, a chance to extend the margin to 19 points. He keeps it low. He doesn't make the distance. That's in the middle, and a mark's taken. And is it the big fella, the Colt figure? I think it is.
I think it is. I think it's the boy Gillett.
And he has just plucked it out of the middle of that contest and taken the mark.
Oh. Can't see that far myself, personally.
Was he in the goal square when he marked it?
Well, I don't know. So, Goats is standing right next to the goal post.
Another umpire's
coming in. Hang on a minute. If he's inside the goal square, no.
Yep.
Yes, he was.
You're right.
Yeah. So, pushing around straight to the middle of the goals now. Gillett will come in and kick the goal. So he has kicked his second of the afternoon. The seventh for Grovedale, 7-9-51. They lead Bell Park 5-2-32. Second quarter, thanks to Warralilly. Live in Geelong's most awarded community. Here's Matt Kershaw.
They're working well in tandem, aren't they? Delaney getting up the ground, and they can get in quick to the runners, and then they lower their eyes and get into Gillett. He's causing some problems for him up there.
Where they're going to kick their goals from.
Well, I'll talk about
two Delaney too.
I'll brief it at half time, but yeah, that's exactly what we were talking about pre-game as to where they're going to get the goals from. So, geez, they're working well. The more ball they get, the more opportunities they're getting, and they're presenting.
Gillett, part of that under-17 premiership side from 2019 that went through undefeated as premiers and champions. Umpire Richards to throw it up back in the middle. Goats and Abbott to go at it again. Abbott winning the tap down this time. Harvey couldn't take it cleanly, but Patton could. Drives the Dragons inside forward 50. Wants Bright. Oh, Bright, wonderful mark. He's been done for a push.
Unlucky.
He's not happy about it either, and he gives the umpire what for, as Ford will take the resultant free kick. Well, I suspect that was a mark and a clean one. Ford will bring it towards our broadcast position. Abbott and Goats. Goats front position did well, juggled the mark. Showed a bit of strength there against Brian Abbott. Goats can give a handball off to the man cruising by, and Cunningham instead kicks a floater inside 50. There's nobody favours the siren sounds for half-time. Ford and Wilson clash bodies, and that is the main break, and that is a 19-point lead for Grovedale. A very handy advantage that the Tigers will take into the main break, as they kept Bell Park goalless in that second quarter, kept them to just the two behinds while banging on 6 of their own and giving themselves, 5 of their own, and a handy little advantage as Josh Conway is with Cam Delaney. I reckon is very happy with that first half.
I am. How impressed were you with that first half, Cam?
Yeah, no, that was a lot better. The second quarter, we sort of steadied a bit. We were a bit rushed in the first quarter for the first sort of 10 minutes. But once we sort of composed ourselves a little bit and we started to use the ball a little bit better, and I'm really happy with our pressure at the moment. Where once the ball either turns over, we're right up in their face to get the ball back.
And what about your kids, mate? They seem like they're really leading the way at the moment.
Oh, mate, yeah, it's really good to have some really young kids coming through this year and just really keen. They're just ready to get involved, and I really want to learn, so it's exciting. Yeah.
We'll leave you to it. Thanks, Cam.
Cam Delaney joining Josh Conway down on ground level. Good work, Buzz, for Harmac Homes, and of course Boundary Riding for Loco Sportswear. Team apparel for champion teams. Before we go to our halftime break, and of course halftime thanks to Next Level Skirmish. Like paintball without the mess or bruises, get your free birthday party worth $230 when you book and pay for 10 more players. I suspect the K-Rock footy postseason Ben Castanelia will be the target of most of us throughout that afternoon, and I know Benny will be listening this afternoon, will appreciate the mention. Let's go around the grounds. Geelong West Giants 7-4-46, Clara 3-1-19. These are the most recent scores we've got via the app. Grovedale 7-9-51, Bell Park 5-2-32, of course our game for broadcast here. Newtown and Chilwell 6-5-41, Leopold fighting back 4-4-28, St Albans 2 behind, St Mary's 6-1-37, North Shore 6-1-37, but they trail South Barwon 11-7-73.
Okay.
So South Barwon have been pretty impressive in the first half. Let's have a look at the GDFL scores, JD.
Yes, Inverleigh 3-10-28, East Geelong 7-4-46, Geelong West Giants 8-9-57, lead Belmont 3-2-20, Winchelsea 6-3-39, now trail North Geelong 7-4-46, Werribee 7-7-49, lead Anarchies 3-1-19, Thompson 2-6-18, Bannockburn 5-1-31, and Bellpost Hill 13-9-87, lead Crier 5-3-33.
Mottawarri 37, Ocean Grove 28, Torquay 45, Drysdale 27, Newcombe 53, Anglesey 40. Newcombe haven't beat... I don't think Newcombe have beaten Anglesey since 07.
Was that the Ricky O'Toole era, was it?
Yes.
Yep.
Ammo 68, Port Arlington 19. But this is the turn-up. Queenscliff 65, lead Barwon Heads 49.
Wow.
The Cooters.
Wow.
And this is a Queenscliff side that are down on personnel. Jaden Durran among those missing. Lockie Kidd got called up for Falcon duty this weekend. And they are just... They've battled last week against Drysdale.
Wow.
And they lead a long way to go, but they've had 20 scoring shots on Barwon Heads, which that would be the turn up for the books if that was to unfold as a Queenscliff victory. And in the AFLW Grand Final, where it would be around three-quarter time, I suspect. Let's have a look at the score. And I tell you what, this is a turn up. This is a massive turn up. Brisbane 6 straight 36, lead Adelaide 2-2-14 at three-quarter time.
Wow.
So it looks like Brisbane are going to land after being knocked over twice by Adelaide in grand finals in 17 and 19.
Turn the table.
Are going to turn the tables.
He was the coach of the year, so it's Craig Starcevich, so there you go.
Yeah, it's going to take this one. It was 17 and 18. They lost 18, sorry, to the Dogs. And was Carlton, I think Adelaide beat in 2019. But 6 straight 36, Adelaide 2-2-14. It is half-time here at Burdo Reserve. We'll take a break. Back shortly with Matt Kershaw's thoughts on the first half of footy for our good friends at Wilson's Real Estate. James Wilson and the team, wonderful setup they have, of course, on Latrobe Terrace in Newtown. New setup, and of course, it's Geelong property done properly. Half-time at Burdo Reserve. It's a 19-point Grovedale lead. Live, breathe, K-Rock footy.
Equipped to handle it all. Steamatic, a standout job every time and on standby when you need them most.
Don't panic. Call Steamatic.
Essington Street, Grovedale. Visit steamaticgeelong.com.au. Go Harvey Norman, go.
Need a bargain now? Harvey Norman is Geelong's home of big brands and even bigger bargains. It's all at Harvey Norman's 2 big Geelong locations, Corio and Warren Ponds. Come in for some great service, a great price and the right advice on furniture, bedding, flooring, electrical and computers. Plus, there's plenty of parking. See your local Harvey Norman store today. Princes Highway Corio and Princes Highway Warren Ponds.
Thanks to our #1 ticket holder, APCO. Fueled by APCO Cafe 24/7.
Torquay Road into the ground directly in front. Right foot kick and has kicked that goal.
That's game on here, isn't it?
And they're pretty happy with it. The Grovedale boys.
Hi, Sushi. Bryce is good like that. If you make a mistake, he'll package it up as a highlight.
I can't keep up with the names.
That's Matt Kershaw, the voice of, in our experts chair for Wilson's Real Estate. Tom King, Jason Doherty calling all the action. Josh Conway is down boundary side for Loco Sports. We're team apparel for champion teams. You were on the ground, Buzz, at that halftime break, and both teams walking off the ground. What vibe did you get from both camps?
Yeah, Grovedale got in a really tight hole. I'm not sure if you could see just while Cam was talking, but they were giving each other a nice rev up, really trying to ride that momentum, I think. Bell Park, there was certainly no panic. It didn't seem that way anyway. They were pretty measured, but certainly at ground level during that quarter, you could just feel the pressure coming from Grovedale. You could... it was a definitely real presence at ground level with their pressure around the ball, which was really impressive.
Thanks for that, Buzz. Good work by you down at boundary side for Loco Sports. We're team apparel for champion teams. We're at half-time thanks to Next Level Skirmish. Now, if you like paintball without the mess or bruises, get your free birthday party with $230 when you book and pay for 10 or more players. In the experts chair for Wilson's Real Estate, Geelong property done properly, is Matt Kershaw. This is Grovedale's to lose now, I reckon.
Oh, yeah. I guess pre-game and even at quarter time, we were sort of saying, how is Grovedale going to, A, get into the game and be competitive, or B, stay in the game? At the moment, we're probably asking the questions of Bell Park, firmly at half-time. Time in forward half, we spoke about. Grovedale dominated time in forward half. Would have dominated the inside 50s. We're a bit nervous there that they weren't getting enough scoreboard pressure, and all of a sudden Delaney kicks one and they started to get on top. What I am liking about their 2 different quarters in Grovedale's, they were rushed, and even Abbott said the same. Delaney said the same thing. They were rushed with ball in hand. They were getting the ball in quick. They were bombing it, hoping the forwards can make a contest. Now they've got some time and space. They've got ball in hand. They're lowering their eyes and they're hitting up their leading targets. Delaney's getting up the ground. Gillett's strong up down there and deep in the forward. But when the ball hits the ground, you've got like Lovegrove and Chafer got involved and had 3 shots on goal and had a couple of score assists. So, yeah, you're right. Grovedale is game to lose at the moment. On the flip side, Bell Park, how are they going to get back in the... They don't look like kicking a goal when they go forward at the moment. So, Wilson's been dangerous. Daniel Fraser will be a lot happier at the moment than Shane Jack. I'll tell you who is probably happier, Nick Tellerico, after having an hour and a half of his name being called, sitting at home on the couch thinking, how well am I going? But you're right, it is Grovedale's here to lose at the moment, and can they maintain that momentum? I reckon they can. I reckon they're playing good enough football, as opposed to last week where the pressure was keeping St Albans in the game. They're actually using the ball really well, Grovedale, and they're playing a good brand of football.
The head-to-head for Geelong Insurance Brokers. Lockie Patton started to get his hands on the footy in that second quarter.
Yeah, but as Josh said, the boundary side, they moved him forward to try and probably gave him a bit of a shake on that tag. I actually saw when he come back on the ball and got a few touches, and it's a learning curve for Jeffrey too to know when he's come back on the ball. He missed him for a couple of stoppages, got a couple of touches, Patton, but Will Jeffrey then went back to him and locked him down. Overall, probably Jeffrey's got on top because Patton has not been influential in the game.
Now, with more than 30 39 years in the insurance industry. Managing Director Don and the team at Geelong Insurance Brokers work with their clients to ensure they have the right cover, not just the cheapest premium. We better take another break, come back, and our second half will be upon us. We're, of course, at halftime. Thanks to Next Level Skirmish and APCO bring us our K-Rock football broadcast. Now toasting awesome jaffles at APCO Cafe 24/7. Let breathe K-Rock footy.
Driving you who? From 3 p.m. Herbie and Josh.
Never have I ever done Botox.
Has someone told you something? Or are you just looking at my face?
No, you've got a very lovely face. I was just saying that scenario.
Yes, I have had Botox, but actually not on my face.
Where have you done the Botox?
I've had it done under my arms, actually, because another fun fact about myself, she's a sweater.
Really?
Oh, I sweat so much.
So it stops you from sweating?
Well, it doesn't stop it permanently, only for a short time, and celebs actually get it for red carpets so they don't stain their clothes. Well, I just got it because I'm leaking out of the pits.
Driving you who? Around Geelong, the Surf Coast and the Valley. Herbie and Josh. K-Rock 955. Home solution by Metricon. First choice for first home buyers.
Time for a new outlook on life? It's time for freedom. Discover freedom by Metricon's brand new Alto display, now open on the Bellarine. This is a unique double-storey dream home. Design-led Alto is all about the world around you, taking in sea views or rural landscapes. Alto is about space too. 4 bedrooms and a study, open plan living, open balconies and outdoor room to move. Freedom by Metricon's Alto display is now open daily 11 till 5. See it now, 4 Appleby Street, Kaluas.
Hitting G-Town after the game? You know where you're going to end up, don't you? Lammy's. So why not start the night strong? There's nothing that's more iconically Geelong than our very own Lammy's Sesh. Get your weekly dose of great tunes all night long. Give yourself something to talk about Monday. And remember, never, ever lamb alone. Lammy's Tavern, open from 9 p.m. every Friday to Sunday, with free entry before 10 p.m. Lammy's, you know where to go.
Geelong, the game is on. Proceed to the next level.
Next Level Skirmish is laser tag on a whole other level. All fun for all ages. This is where next level tech and exercise collide. Do a public session or book a private session for your crew. Perfect for parties and team building. Battle your mates in Geelong's most epic laser tag arena. Duro Street, North Geelong. Book at nextlevelskirmish.com.au.
Go Harvey Norman, go.
Need a bargain now? Harvey Norman is Geelong's home of big brands and even bigger bargains. It's all at Harvey Norman's 2 big Geelong locations, Corio and Warren Ponds. Come in for some great service, a great price and the right advice on furniture, bedding, flooring, electrical and computers. Plus, there's plenty of parking. See your local Harvey Norman store today. Princes Highway Corio and Princes Highway Warren Ponds.
Home, on the work site, in the office, there are some big cleaning problems you just don't want to deal with.
Don't panic. Call Steamatic.
Steamatic has real solutions to your cleaning problems. Graffiti removal, kitchen canopy cleaning, blasting services or the big industrial jobs, they're equipped to handle it all. Steamatic, a standout job every time and on standby when you need them most.
Don't panic. Call Steamatic.
Essington Street, Grovedale. Visit steamaticgeelong.com.au.
Give yourself a home ground advantage at Warralilly. It's the place for families to grow in a strong, self-contained community, complete with 82 hectares of open space, award-winning playgrounds and the Village Warralilly Shopping Centre. A place leading the way in community services with 3 schools, childcare centres, sports ovals and Armstrong Creek East Community Centre all delivered. It's why Warralilly is Geelong's most awarded community. New land releases now selling. Visit warralilly.com.au.
Thanks to our #1 ticket holder, APCO. Fueled by APCO Cafe 24/7.
Back at Burdu Reserve as players make their way into position for the second half. Grovedale leading by 19 points, 7-9-51. Bell Park 5-2-32. Keeping a close eye on results around the region, around the grounds for Leopold Sportsman's Club. Leopold Sporties, your complete family venue, Kensington Road in Leopold. And wow, Newcombe 65 leading Anglesey 40 is the one. We think it's 07 since they last beat the Roos. So just another little milestone potentially being ticked off by Newcombe as they move their way forward as as a footy club.
Building forward, yes, absolutely.
So they last week, disappointing that they couldn't get over Mottawarri after putting Port to the sword in round one, but they've given Anglesey something to chase.
They certainly have.
At the main break, as we'll stay across the scores, but the Queenscliff Barwon Heads one is the other interesting one, with the Cooters 65 leading the Seagulls 49, and in the GFL an updated score from Lara 33, Geelong West 57, Newtown 49, Leopold 35. We haven't had an update from St Albans and St Mary's, where the margin was 35 points at quarter time. St Mary's 6-1, St Albans 2 behinds. Players into position and just keeping an eye on the matchups, and it looks like young Jeffrey again for Geelong Insurance Brokers. He's going to keep Lockie Patton company, Kirsch.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see much of a change today, mate, for the next half anyway. Well, he's done the job so far. It's only half down, though.
Why go away from something that's worked
exactly
as well
right
as it has? So it's a 19-point Grovedale League. The Tigers haven't beaten the Dragons since the prelim final of 2016. But they have a golden opportunity to start season 2021 on the right note. Umpire holds the ball aloft for this third quarter, thanks to Metricon. Like Geelong's local builder for over 21 years. Here's Jason Doherty.
Ryan Abbott, Luke Goetz get it down. Oh, Dean's got a high tackle and ran away. So Grovedale first into attack in the third term. They go close to the boundary line. I think they'll be able to keep it in. They can't. It's out. Left half forward. Hood sees it over. 7-9-51 the Tigers. They lead Bell Park 5-2-32.
Just one positional change, JD. Yep. Keegan Gray's gone inside the stoppages now instead of outside in the wing.
Abbott gets it down. Now, quick kick from the pack came from Jeffrey. Towards Gillett, over the back. Bell Park try and break free. They can't do so, though. Harvey wheels back around on the right foot to the top of the square. Punched away. Patton got a hand to it. Will do his own work and get it back. But Grovedale, they stand, they line up. Oh, jeez, and Abbott. And also Lockie Smith nearly got in the way of each other. Smith got it, goes to the pocket. Mitchell on a lead, over the back, can't take it. He might get it now. Goes with the outside of the right foot, and I think he's just squeezed. I thought it was out of bounds on the full. But Braden Mitchell has kicked one goal too, and there won't want to be a point in it at the end. 7-10-52. The Tigers, Bell Park 5-2-32, third quarter. Thanks to Metricon, Geelong's local builder for over 21 years.
Bring the ball back into play. It's Ben Lloyd. We'll get down to Buzz in a moment. He was right behind that kick and see what he saw. That looked like out on the full to us.
Nah, snuck in, Key.
Did just sneak in. You just don't want the controversy at AFL Barwon during the week. Paddy Bright's been paid a free kick just back of the wing, out of side, puts it onto the chest of Bookavars. Bookavars swings onto his right boot. Sees Ian Alley presenting to the pocket. Good contest from Chute. Brought the ball to ground, tracking it towards the boundary line, and out is Ford for the Tigers. That's Luke Ford rather than Will. And out of bounds, just a little bit different looking. Luke Ford's got your sort of wild man from Borneo haircut going on. Will Ford, the close, sort of short back and sides. Bright to do the ruck work against Abbott, so Ryan Abbott will fancy his chances of maybe grabbing this out of the ruck. It's a shallow throw in as it is. He didn't take possession of it. Wilson head over the foot, he dived on it. Handball out of the pack to Bookavars with a quick snap. Bookavars with a quick snap has missed to the left, through for a behind. So still waiting for their first goal since the 27-minute mark of the opening term, Bell Park. They cut the margin back to 19. They're 5-3-33. Grovedale 7-10-52 in this third quarter of K-Rock football action. Thanks to Metricon. Looking for skilled tradies to join the local team. Call 1300 Metricon to inquire today.
So Ford kicked it in and they go wide. Grovedale looking for Mitchell, punched away by Benstead over the back. And it's out of bounds, free throw in.
Showing peas for Benstead, that type of defending.
Set up nicely for him to be able to punch it away over the boundary line. So throw in.
Led the competition in spoils thanks to TAC Stat Track and 10-9 boys.
Thank you, Buzz. Now Gates gets it down. Handball, Gray got it forward towards Wareham. Now he goes towards Domick, who sort of ran past a little bit, then he went back and got it. Wareham runs through centre half forward. They give it to Sarcevic under pressure. Just got the handball away. And another good tackle to Grovedale, keeping the pressure on across half back. And it will be a ball up. Ball comes back to the umpire. And it'll be Abbott up against Bright in front. He's on hands and knees as well now. The umpire will come in and do it all again. Grovedale 7-10-52. Bell Park 5-3-33.
Some sort of wrestling move that Bright pulled on Nathan Deems there with the tackle. Bright and Abbott again. Abbott palming it down, only into the path of Patton, who walks straight into a Jeffrey tackle. And umpire Richards says, give it to me, I'll have another ball up at left half forward. 19-point advantage for the Tigers here at home in round one. Umpire tosses it up. Bright got front position. Abbott from behind getting a hand on the ball, only into the path of Jackson Sheringham. He puts a high ball to the top of the square. Once again with the one hand, Wilson couldn't drag it down under pressure from might have been Davies doing the defending, and there's a stoppage at the top of the square. Wilson will argue is being held on to. Umpire says give it to me and I'll toss it up. So quickly into the air it goes. Bookavar's doing the ruck work. Abbott winning the tap down. And there's a dragon underneath all that. It's Patton again. He's taken in the two-man tackle. So Patton just trying to impose himself on the contest as the Dragon skipper. And we'll get another ball up. So this basically top of the goal square. Bell Park attacking the Torquay Road end. Abbott won the tap down. Ball goes through hands, including to Ian Alley, who's wrapped up by Jeffrey. And once again, another stoppage. Jace, see if you can just clear it out of this area.
Yeah, rugby scrum. Umpire throws the ball up again. Abbott got his left hand to it. That's Bookavar's. He goes back over the big fella. He's a rolling ball. Wrapped up by Patrick Knott.
There's a lot of players sitting off the back of this stoppage, Bell Park. If they can win it and feed back, they'll have a shot on goal.
Here it comes. Abbott through the middle. Knott got a clearing kick back towards Lloyd, but beaten to it, and the Tigers are out now towards centre wing. Mitchell takes the mark. Just holds it up now. Fisher gives him a lead. He goes in that direction, puts it out in front and says, go to that, Mitch. He does. He takes the mark. Under pressure from Benstead. So centre wing. And goes short to Ford. And that was Luke. He runs now, runs through the middle. And goes with a right foot kick high. Mitchell from behind. In front, Goats takes a good mark. Just sets there, one behind the play and takes the mark for Bell Park.
Handball off to McSparren, who sends a nice kick, wonderfully weighted kick to Sheringham. And Sheringham is able to mark and play on quickly. He sends a short kick on the bounce, doesn't do Wilson any favours. Patton came up, had it knocked from his grasp. Paddy Knott bangs it on the boot. Lockie Hood standing all alone in the middle of Burdo reserves. Gives a handball off. They have got one out. Chance to attack now. Kick inside forward 50's a well-weighted one. And Gillett takes the mark, and the Grovedale fans are happy with that, as the kick came in there from Harvey. And Tommy Gillett is a chance to kick his third.
Yeah, cutting back through the corridors, Sheringham. It is high risk, high reward football, but you do turn the ball over, you leave yourself exposed with numbers out the back, and that's what happens.
Did Wilson no favours? 0. The medical staff are out there for Bell Park. We'll keep an eye on that, Buzz.
Patton.
Gillett, we're right behind this. He'll kick from around 35 metres, just left of centre. This for a 25-point lead, and he's pushed it out to the right, and the margin is 20. What do you got, Buzz, down there as Lockie Patton comes to the bench for St John of God?
Yeah, he's right in front of me. He's got plenty of blood all over his shorts. He's really sucking in the biggins on him. Keep an eye on him. Might be a shoulder.
Yep, McSparren kicks it back in. It was. He got a big hit in the middle of the ground, Patton. Now it's going to be turned back around Morrissey for Grovedale. Back in board to Abbott. Looks for somebody running past. There wasn't. So he's just going to hold it up now and go. Right foot kick. He pops it up to Gillett. McSparren. Goats is there as well. Big thump away. Front and centre was nice from 2. And he kicks the back. Oh!
Yeah, forwards, front and centre. Absolute brilliance.
Jack has kicked his first of the afternoon. Grovedale's 8th. They're 8-11-59. And that is the Lambie's Tavern goal of the day. Don't you worry about that.
Yep.
So
contest again by Gillett, front and centre, get the smalls to work. Terrific football.
Some sort of pickup.
They're exciting to watch, aren't they, when they go forward, Grovedale?
They're just,
just having a go, aren't they?
They're growing in confidence.
They are. That's exactly right. Well, they've done the hard work. The foundation was laid in that first quarter with pressure, and they're just building on that now.
Biggest lead of the afternoon, and it belongs to the Tigers at 26 points. Back in the middle, Abbott won the tap down this time. Trying to burst his way through his worm. He's wrapped up in a Harvey tackle. And we'll get a ball up just forward of the centre circles, favouring Bell Park, who have to get moving now. Goats won the tap down. Will Ford the roving. He's going nowhere. And another ball up. 5 goals only for Bell Park, and the last of those coming at the 27-minute mark of the opening term, when they had pushed out to a 16-pointed buffer. Goats winning the tap down this time. Roving done by McDowell. He was able to drop it on his boot, but not before the umpire said, give it to me, with a whistle. And another ball up. So Grovedale will be happy with these stoppages. Bellpark not so much. Goats winning the tap down, trying to barge his way through Deans as he's wrapped up in a two-man tackle by both Wilson and Jackson Sheringham. And once again, a stoppage. So play staying for the moment in the centre square.
Abbott gets it down to the side. Domick runs off the wing and then drops the footy. Sheringham on the outside gets the right foot kick high towards half forward. Punched away from behind. Good defensive play came there from Baker. And it's out of bounds for a throw-in. Dragons into attack. Right half forward flank. Torquay rode into the ground. They need a goal. And quickly to get back in this game. Complete control with the Tigers at the moment. Boundary throw-in. Goats. Abbott got it down, rode beautifully. Kick was smothered though, and that came from Worm. And now pack develops. The umpire will come in and ball it up. All high tackle, said the umpire. So Sheringham giving away the free kick. And the free kick will go to Will Ford at half-back for Grovedale. Ford.
Just looking what he's got. Mitchell presenting. He's munged it off the boot and he's put it onto somebody's bonnet. That's worse than Ryan Monaghan's effort last week when he was having a full body spasm. Wilson's short kick skids through Domick. And he now has to lay a tackle. And we'll get a ball up at right half forward for Bellpark. So skills, execution, not great as Harvey is the man getting to his feet from both teams. Umpire tosses it into the air. Abbott high, tap down. Harvey threw it on the boot. Went with a helicopter on the outside of the right. Oh, well done, Lloyd. That's a good mark. Courageous mark. Under the high footy coming across a pack. And Lloyd quickly on the right boot sends it long. What's he got? A spoil coming from Davies for Grovedale. And it's volleyed out of mid-air. The kick coming from Jamie Fulton and out of bounds on the full. It'll be a free kick to Grovedale in the right back pocket.
Ambitious at best, Kingy.
Might have been well advised to probably try and take possession rather than try something spectacular, especially when you're trailing by 26 points. It's Harrison White goes short, and Will Ford has marked about 30 from his defensive goal. Torquay rode into the ground. Happy to control the tempo of the contest at the moment. Across the face of goal he goes, and Baker has got it.
He goes further afield. Knott takes the mark at half-back by himself. Plays on, draws a player. Gives it to Luke Ford now. Under pressure. Good tackle from behind. Sarcevic, great. And that might be the spur they need, Bellpark. He plays on quickly. The umpire said no, you got to come back over his mark. So
I think he saw an open goal square.
He did. He gets it away quickly. Bookavars now, 50 out, right foot kick to goal, and has kicked it. So Christian Bookavars kicks his first of the afternoon, and that's the goal Bellpark needed. 6-3-39. They trail Grovedale 8-11-59. And that's third quarter, thanks to Metricon, Geelong's local builder for over 21 years. And Kirsch, that might be the spark they need from Jack Sarcevic.
Well, you don't need a bigger spark, then you than a run down in your forward half by a forward. So, and Bookavars doesn't need many opportunities to kick goals. He knows where they are. So we'll see whether that sparks him. But on the flip side, Grovedale would be disappointed with that. There was 4v1 there. They had numbers everywhere. They had some overlap. And they would have been disappointed with that.
Goal 143 of his career, Christian Bookavars, and a timely one. It was their first since the 27-minute mark of the opening term. They've now got 6 on the board, and the margin is back to 20. Tapped down by Goats. Can they double up here? And they're a chance. They go inside 50. Wareham jammed on his left boot. Sheringham got pushed off the by Knott. Davies attacked it well. He brought it to the near side wing. A bouncing ball for Harvey to run onto. Quick release handball on the bounce to Hood. Hood can come in board to Ford. Ford can loop it over the top. Harvey just out of his reach. It's out of bounds in front of us. Boundary throw in. Been good this afternoon, Matt Harvey.
He's been very good.
Kingy, sorry mate, just jumping in. Lockie Patton, it's a right collarbone, but he's going to grit the teeth and he's just about to come back on, but he is definitely favouring that right arm. Also caught one to the nose, which is where the blood came from.
Will Jeffrey with him.
Thank you for that. New Grove bench tops blood rule there as well for Lockie Patton. Thanks to New Grove bench tops as Lloyd takes a loose footy in front of our best seats in the house for Abco Cafe 24/7 and hits a teammate on the chest in Ian Alley. He's got it at right half back. Just taking some control of this contest in the last couple of minutes at Bellpark as he goes short to Lloyd. We got told that he's just been flying under the radar in the GFL and showing today that he's got some attributes that will make him one of the better players in the comp. His kick there, not ideal, looking for Wareham. And on the bounce, Knott tried to take it for Grovedale. Buffeted it off, it was Chute. Knott came again. Wareham wraps him up after coming to help out. And we'll get a ball up at right half forward. So Lockie Patton, collarbone issue, but we'll play through it. And of course, our injury updates thanks to St John of God, your emergency specialist, now open 24/7.
Ball up centre wing. Goats gets wrapped up. Umpire says play on. Fisher against him. There is Patton in the middle.
And Jeffrey again.
And Jeffrey right next to him. He's in his back pocket. He'll go home with him in the same car tonight, by the looks of it, I reckon. Ball up. Again, Goats gets it down. There is Patton, but he gets away this time and gets a left foot kick to half forward. Bookavars comes out. Got one hand to it. Ian Alley front and centre was good. He got a little left foot kick. Davies backed himself and got the handball up to shoot in the middle. He goes short, is okay. Hood, they're running through Boodoo. They go in the middle of the ground. Now Harvey goes wide. Gillett comes out. The big fella can't take the mark. Benstead gets back there in support for Bell Park. Back to Lloyd, off a step towards centre wing. They got the numbers. If they can run, they can. Cunningham gives it away quickly. On the outboard they go. They've got the numbers to run forward towards half forward. It's okay. McDowell takes the mark.
Nice kick by Wareham after the receive from Patton. Umpire calls him to play on as he came off his line. A couple come at him. He kicks over outstretched arms to the pocket. Off the hands of the pack out the back. Bookavars, but the tackle by Davies was good to bring him to ground and halt his progress, and that will force a stoppage in the left forward pocket. This third quarter, thanks to Metricon Homes, new reverse living display home now open at Kerr Lewis. 20-point lead. Bell Park, though, starting to get the game back on their terms. Bookavars got a hand on the ball from the ruck contest. McDowell over the top to lay a tackle on Knott. And we'll get a ball up again in the left forward pocket. Torquay Road into the ground.
Kingy, Tim Sheringham's just to watch as well. He hasn't come onto the ground in this third quarter, doing plenty of run-throughs, and looks like he's doing a lot of coaching as well. Just keep a watch on him.
Okay, thank you for that, Buzz. Good work down boundary side for Loco Sports, where Ian Alley pushed off the kick. Worm wrapped up in a tackle, and we'll get a ball up again. So Bell Park inside forward 50, but just not making the Tigers pay for their inside 50 dominance in this third quarter.
Fisher, ruck contest with Worm. Neither get an effective tap through the middle. Sarcevic, he's pushed off the football. And now White tried to get it away. Big pack still around the ball, close to the boundary line. I think it might run out, it will. And Cunningham can't keep it in for Bell Park.
It's been the dominant end, though, the right of screen, hasn't it? It
has. Let's throw in now. Worm up. Fisher gets it down. Fresh air shot from Knott. Ian Nelly over the top of it. Tried to get it out to Cunningham. Pack develops again. The umpire will have to come in and do a bit more work for that. 45-50 out from the Bell Park goal. 6-3-39. Trail Grovedale 8-11-59.
Fisher just giving Abbott a chop out at the moment, doing the ruck work. Quick kick out of the pack. Came from Cunningham. It's ricocheted back into the pack, though, and Knott ran into a bright tackle. And we'll get another ball. That might have been Fulton, in fact.
Kingy, just as I mentioned, Tim Sheringham, the trainer's jacket is on. Looks like he's done for the day.
Oh, that's not ideal. Thank you for that. Good work, Buzz. St John of God, your emergency specialist, now open 24/7. Quick snap out of the pack came from Fulton to the pocket. Was Wilson being held? He appeals for a free kick. It's not coming. It's off hands and out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. Interesting, though, how hampered Charlie Wilson is by that knee as we go deeper into the contest. He did show some good speed earlier in the game. It's just having an impact on him now. Back into play, Bright and Fulton. Fulton, a Fisher rather, doing his own roving and then giving a handball to Knott, who kicks on his non-preferred right. It's a floater, and it'll float out of bounds on the full and be a free kick to be taken. Well, Sparron's quickly queuing up for the footy, which means it's probably not beyond him to have a shot. Brad Sparron coming back to Bell Park from Ammo, sends it to about 15 metres out from goal. Bookavars couldn't hang on to it. Another former ex-Ammo. It's going to spill out the side door. Here's Wilson. Quick snap over the shoulder. Wilson didn't have the carry. Goal. It's a wonderful goal if he's kicked it. He has. Tight in the right forward pocket, bending it around his left shoulder, and Charlie Wilson's kicked his third. So back-to-back goals for the Dragons for the first time since the opening term, and that is simply a goal of the day contender for Lammy's Tavern. Lammy's open Friday to Sunday at 9 p.m. with free entry before 10 p.m. every night. The margin back to 14.
They look like they've got a bit more energy, don't they, now? They're getting some run on the outside. They're getting a bit more control with ball in hand, and they've just got that little bit of buzz about them now, Bell Park.
Back to the middle. Both ruckmen get a tap down. Sheringham, Jackson in the middle. Can't take it with him. Ball spills free. Harvey gets the kick towards half forward. Mitchell in front. Should take the mark and does. And will shoot for goal from 50 out directly in front.
It's fair to say they need this steadier just to maintain their dominance on the scoreboard.
So, Braden Mitchell, who remember one right foot kick wasn't crash hot off the boot at the other end of the ground, and he got one just inside for a behind before. So, as Kirsch said, they need a settler here, Grovedale, after Bell Park's just been able to wrestle some momentum. He comes in, runs very close to the man on the mark, and has sprayed it terribly out of bounds on the full. And Bell Park will take a free kick, and it'll be McSparran in the last line of defence. Mitch Fisher stands the mark. Headband supplies in Geelong are doing beautifully too again this week. Plenty out there. He goes long, big punch away from behind by Campy, close to the boundary line. Toot gets it back in, does nicely. Going up, Lloyd though takes the mark and will settle the play down for Bell Park.
Lloyd quickly wants to bring it towards our broadcast side. He goes to the middle of the ground where Benstead's in a one-on-one. He was allowed to get out the back. Dominic's a chance. The bounce eludes Benstead and also Goats, and it's cleaned up out the back for Grovedale onto the chest of Harvey. Harvey receiving the kick that came from Morrissey. Harvey, a little kick over the top, barely went 15, is marked by Deans. 2016 Matheson medalist comes inboard to Harvey. Harvey, handball off to Baker. Baker, driving kick. Goal square, Delaney, and Gillett. Delaney couldn't hang on to it. Gillett front of the pack, dumped in a tackle, released the handball, taken down hard, shoot. Ball up 15 out from goal.
Yeah, you feel they need to get one out of this set play, don't they? This stoppage.
Gillett to do the ruck work against Goats. Gillett the palm down. Jeffrey there doing the roving. He's taken to ground. Ball bobbling around. Gillett picked it up. He's brought to ground by Purcell. Purcell trying to get a handball out. Hood was there. He couldn't take it. Knocked away out of the pack from Morrissey. And it's now underneath Patton. And we've got a ball up, and just standing half a yard away, ready to pick him up again, is Will Jeffrey. Whatever Will Jeffrey's match payment is, has earned it this afternoon.
He certainly has.
Gillett tap into space, tracking the ball. Gray haven't caught a lot of this afternoon. Really, handball release over the top. Chance for Gorman to clear to halfback.
He goes out wide. He looked for Bright, but it went past him. Campy was across there. The umpire said play on. It's on centre wing, and he'll say it's held in, and it will be a ball up. Members side of the ground. Goats gets down there against Abbott. Abbott gets it down nicely. Luke Ford. Little left foot kick towards half forward was good. Gillett holds the space. Can he take the mark? Yes, he can, said the umpire, and yes, said the crowd as well. And the cult figure that is Tom Gillett will shoot for his third from 45, directly in front.
He certainly had a few opportunities, hasn't he? He could have had a handful already. The big fella.
I love him, don't
I love him. Who doesn't love a powerful forward?
Yeah,
hey?
No, he's good. So, he's kicked 2 goals, 1 this afternoon. Kicking from just about the same spot Braden Mitchell did a couple of minutes ago.
So this one's a bit better.
I was going to say, that wasn't crash hot, so let's see how Tom Gillett does. He comes in. We'll know, don't worry.
Oh, yeah.
Right foot kick. Missed it. And just squeezed it in for a behind at the end. So 2-2 his personal tally. 8-12-60 Grovedale. They lead Bell Park. 7-3-45, third quarter. Thanks to Metricon, Geelong's local builder for over 21 years.
Yeah, Metricon are looking for skilled tradies to join the local team. Call 1300 Metricon to inquire today. McSparran in the left back pocket, driving it towards the members' wing of the Campy out the back, cleaning up, getting a handball off for Harrison White. White now a kick towards half forward, and it's a well-weighted ball too, and Lockie Smith has taken the mark. He's 60 from home, right in front of the change rooms here at Purdue Reserve. Smith will swing onto his left boot, called to play on. Into the right forward pocket. Schaefer! Good, strong Hamlin hanger contender. He jumped off 2 feet, but he was the strongest in the pack and took a nice mark. Did Mitch Schaefer, and a chance on the right side for a left footer to go back and put back a 21-point advantage.
He would have been the last bloke I would have thought in there.
Just used his body well. He did well. Yeah. He's wasting no time. In he comes.
Schaefer kicks. Schaefer goals. So the Torquay and St Mary's ex in his second season at Grovedale, Falcons premiership player in 2017, Mitch Schaefer, has kicked his first of the afternoon after 3 unsuccessful attempts prior, and the margin is back out to 21. So in this third quarter of action, it is now Grovedale out to 9-11-65, make it 9-12-66, leading Bell Park 7-3-45. Third quarter, thanks to Metricon. Metricon Homes' new reverse living display home, now open at Kerr Lewis. And we've gone 20 minutes into time on in this third quarter.
Abbott got it down in the ruck contest, and Keegan Gray's been put in the middle, and he can't take the ball away. So secondary bounce. Abbott gets it down beautifully to Deans. The 1-2 there. He goes with the right foot, kick out wide. Mitchell gets pushed into the foot. He can't take the mark. Numbers with Bell Park. They run Patton from centre wing towards half forward. Can't take it though. Sheringham across there. Got a couple against him. Luke Ford, handball out. They've got the numbers again. Deans went back to help out. Goes from the back end of centre wing, but Lloyd's there to chop it off for Bell Park. And he goes back into the middle with the kick just to Gray. Might be able to spread it now, the Parkers.
Yeah, Gray just a little bit lame when he landed. Just keep an eye on that Buzz as he kicks long. Here he is too. He bangs it long to a one-on-one over the head of Bright. Baker back there for Grovedale will come up with it. Handball for Knott. Knott will look to swing onto his left boot. So he gives a handball back to Baker. Baker with the outside of the right boot. It's going to come off. Will Ford, a handball back to Baker. Baker bangs it long. Centre half forward looking for Mitchell. That's a good mark. Here's Gray, who is definitely hurt. Just grabbing at maybe a bit of cramp as he gives a handball off. And that was Baker, Jack Baker for Bell Park. Giving it to Benstead. Benstead, an unlikely goal kicker. He won't be this time either, as it's knocked through by Brady Campy in a one-on-one with Bright for a behind a minor score. And the margin is 20. Bell Park now 7-4-46. They trail Grovedale 9-12-66 in this third quarter for Metricon. They're looking for skilled tradies to join their local team. Call 1300 Metricon to inquire today.
So Luke Ford, footy at full back, comes to the commentary box side. Boodoo looks for Abbott, can't take the mark. Off hands at the front. Bukavaz pushed past the footy. In fact, got his foot to it and pushed it out of bounds for a boundary throw in.
Buzz, Gray coming from the ground.
Yeah, it just looks like cramp though, Kingy in his calf. Matt Iannelli looks in the same boat as well, getting plenty of work done on his calves.
So a throw in. Abbott from behind pushed it to the front. Deans had to put the tackle on, couldn't get there for the roving contest. And it will be just on the point of the centre square. Bell Park into attack at the Torquay Road end of Boodoo Reserve will be a ball up. Bukavaz, the umpire's over. He goes as he goes backwards, pushing the back, said the umpire. And it's going to be against Jamie Fulton, and it will be a free kick to Will Ford, who has had a very good afternoon. He'll take the free kick at half-back.
Ford just holding things up for the moment. We're into time on. They love to preserve this advantage going into three-quarter time or extend on it. Ford goes long, looking for Gillett. Oh, good strong grab. He is really making a name for himself, the debutant this afternoon. Gillett to half forward. Lockie Hoard comes up, can't mark off the hands of the pack. Patton swings onto that familiar left boot. Benstead. Has he gone forward, Benstead?
Yep.
Not a noted goal kicker, just a couple in his career. And he now kicks into space for Wareham to run onto. The rangy Wareham steps inside one, sets it up for Bright. Too much on it. Campy, or rather Baker, judging it best, has taken the mark. And Baker will bring it broadcast side for Paddy Knott with a well-weighted kick. Knott will look to control the footy here, use all his experience. The former Dragon and Bannockburn Tiger. To half-back, Gillett again. Instead, Fisher allowed to run and jump at it. He couldn't complete the mark. Handball over his head. Fisher, they'll get out of trouble. Parrish is involved outside of the right boot with the kick, looking for Mitchell. Cleared his head, and a couple of Dragons went with the footy and left it behind. Mitchell then ran himself into trouble, and he turned it over into the hands of Baker. Baker over the top to Lloyd, and Lloyd can clear.
He's kicked it on the full. He's kicked it on the full. He didn't go too well with that kick. He was looking there for Jackson Gorman, but found the boundary line instead. So Liam Davies will take the free kick centre wing. Plays on now, comes towards the half forward line. Bukavaz goes up off the front. Patton off a step back. Nice kick around the corner. Lucks a fortune because Gorman was standing there, and he takes it on centre wing. Goes to the right foot, kick long towards half forward. Behind, no mark taken by Bright. Kick around the corner. He had Sarcevic there in support as well, but it went past him and through for one behind. So Bell Park 7-5-47. Trail Grovedale 9-12-66. Late stages this third quarter, thanks to Metricon, Geelong's local builder for over 21 years.
Total Tools time clock saying around 26 minutes. And forward, Luke, to bring the ball back into play, buys 10 metres and then drives it long, wanting a mark. Flying Abbott didn't mark, decided just to tap it down into the path of Parrish, who gave a handball to Ford. Ford's kick partially smothered. He's going to ricochet back towards Sarcevic. He couldn't take it. Parrish a handball. Will Ford underground, had to go again, flicked it up, missed Parrish. Chance coming through from Bright, was taken high. Free kick definitely there as he went down low, Bright, and got taken. I must say one thing about the Bright boys. Great hair. Slightly jealous. Paddy especially. Jackson can rock something a little bit longer occasionally too.
Kingy, I'll just say he's kidding himself from here, Paddy.
Are you going the reverse Moz, Buzz?
Have they got a bit of a breeze behind him?
Right forward pocket, Torquay Road end. Will kick from around 50, stuttering approach, sort of Josh Kennedy style, West Coast, sends it on its way, Buzz, and kicks the goal. Absolutely threaded it, Buzz. I reckon you're going the reverse Moz. And he pulls the margin back to 13 points, Paddy Bright, as he kicks his first of the afternoon and first since 2018 after a year off overseas in 2019. And that makes the score now 8-3-51, make it 8-4-52 in fact, playing 9-11-65. And the margin back to 13 on the back of that Paddy Bright goal. So Buzz has gone very quiet now. You still there, Buzz?
Funny about that.
Yes, backed him in all the way. What are you talking about?
Gets it down in the middle. Harvey can't take it with him. Cunningham, left foot kick for Bell Park towards centre half. Ford, Bright goes up again, can't take the mark. Off the back of the pack, Baker gets there first, going to be under pressure. His handball missed. No. Fulton, left foot kick around the corner, goal! Jamie Fulton has kicked his first two in a minute for Bell Park. And that is their ninth. Their 9-5-59 mistake by the Grovedale defence. 9-12-66 Grovedale. 7 points the difference. Oh, close to siren time for three-quarter time. And the third quarter, thanks to Metricon. Metricon are looking for skilled tradies to join the local team. Call 1300 Metricon to inquire today.
I'll be disappointed about that, Grovedale. They've let 2 goals go in red time. Really just opens the door for it now, doesn't it?
They really want the three-quarter time siren because with the momentum Bell Park have got, Bookavars has gone into the ruck. You'll go against Abbott, so height advantage with Abbott. Bookavars competed well, but Abbott won the tap down, rolling ball. Wilson's also gone into the middle. Dean's a handball back to Abbott. Abbott a wonderful pick up and release to Mitchell. Mitchell just handballed it into space. You wanted Dean's. Oh, Dean's has put on his backside Hamish Cunningham, and Hamish Cunningham is out. And that will be interesting to see whether that is looked at by the MRP.
That didn't look great from down here, Kingy. I don't want to preempt anything, but that didn't look good.
I thought he straight-lined the ball, though. I thought he did straight-line the ball.
Well, the concern right now, though, is for Hamish Cunningham, who is lying flat on his back in the middle of Purdue Reserve with medical staff around him for St John of God. Your emergency specialist now open 24/7. So, Dean's, we don't have the benefit of a replay, unfortunately. Dean's intent was the footy, but he has taken Hamish Cunningham with him, and Cunningham has barely moved, and we've got a stoppage in play here, and there's some real concern for Hamish Cunningham as he lies flat on the Purdue Reserve turf. So we're going to get a slight delay in play here as all care is shown for Cunningham, who's now been raised up off his back. He slowly will get to his feet, but I suspect that might be his afternoon over. If there has been any concussion, he'll go through all the protocols you would suspect, and whether we see him again this afternoon, he's taken a couple of steps, stopped, and now he's got moving again, and now he's on his way off the ground under the care of medical staff. We'll come down to you, Buzz, because you've got a better view of him coming towards you. Just give us a bit of a sight of what you can see of Hamish Cunningham.
Yeah, he's in no great hurry. He's just in the arms of a trainer at the moment. I don't think there was any doubt that Nathan Deans' intent was the footy. It's just a matter of where the contact was, I guess, but the way he's coming off indicate part of Speedy would have collected him in the head by the look of things.
All right, so that's going to be a little subscript to this contest, potentially. But we've still got a game of footy that needs to be determined, and the free kick's going to be taken by Patton, who quickly plays on.
He goes from the centre of the ground. He goes as long as the siren sounds for three-quarter time. And an entertaining third term. Grovedale at three-quarter time. 9-12-66. They lead Bell Park. 9-5-59. 7 points of difference at three-quarter time.
Third quarter, thanks to Metricon, their new reverse living display home now open at Kerr Lewis. And of course, you can call them if you're a skilled tradie and looking to join the Metricon team. Just call 1300 Metricon to inquire today. Time to go around the grounds. Thanks to Leopold Sporties. Leopold Sportsman's Club, your complete family venue. Let's start with the GFL as round one continues, and the latest scores via the app that we have. Lara 5-3-33, Geelong West Giants 8-9-57, Newtown and Chilwell 10-10-70, Leopold 6-7-43, St Mary's 17-13-115, St Albans 2 behinds.
How much did I say?
Said plenty. 10 goals, didn't you say?
South Barwon 132 lead North Shore 44. In the GDFL, please, Jace.
East Geelong and Inverleigh 63 apiece. Belmont 30. Geelong West 110. North Geelong 117. Winchelsea 41. So that's a big lead for the Magpies. Werribee 112. Anarchy 25. Bannockburn 72. Thompson 40. And Belpo still 140. Corio 36.
Fantastic. And in the Bellarine, gee, some close ones here. Mottawarri 58 lead Ocean Grove 56. Torquay 55 lead Drysdale 40. Newcombe 83 lead Anglesey 78. Amos 83 lead Port Arlington 25. Barwon Heads have put the foot down 96 lead Queenscliff 74. So the game, the Seagulls have really, the worst thing that's happened is that you don't poke the bear, and Barwon Heads have been poked as Simon Hose comes over with
the players'
the party mix. And I can tell you the Brisbane Lions are the AFLW premiers for season 2021. 6-2-38 defeated Adelaide Crows 3-20. An 18-point victory. Congratulations to Craig Starcevich, Emma Zilke and the team at the Brisbane Lions. But it is three-quarter time here at Birda Reserve. After this, Josh Conway is going to speak with one of the coaches, either be Daniel Fraser or Shane Jack, about the position of the game. And we'll also hear from Matt Kershaw as well in the Wilson's Real Estate Expert Chair. Three-quarter time, a 7-point lead, a cracker here at Birda Reserve. Thanks to APCO. Now toasting awesome jackals at APCO Cafe 24/7. Live, breathe, K-Rock footy.
Fresh Daily with Tom and Loggy.
Congratulations to our mates. They got engaged over the weekend and they asked us if we wanted to go around for dinner last night. We're just going to get takeaway, make it easy. So Muzz went out to pick up Ty for dinner. He comes back with the food. He starts laughing. He's like, I could tell that they were under the pump when he finally got called up for his food. Main waitress goes to younger waitress, hey, can you get him 2 Cokes for waiting? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then she hands him 2 Cokes in the form of pop glasses. He grabs them and he's like, because he didn't want to be like, no.
No, I didn't want to be rude.
And then main waitress turns around and is like, cans of Coke. Cans.
Amazing.
Fresh Daily with Tom and Loggy. MasterChef starts Monday, April 19 on 10 and 10 Play on demand.
G'day, Shane Crawford here. Aussies love a good toast. We toast a win, we toast a birthday, we toast weddings, we toast just about anything. At APCO, we're all about toasting our fresh, tasty, hot jaffles. APCO's toasting 3 delicious classics, Hawaiian, chicken palmy, and the legendary ham and cheese. So raise your glasses to the awesome APCO Jaffle, now toasting at APCO Cafe 24/7.
Metricon is recruiting quality painters, brickies, carpenters and tilers to build the homes people simply love to live in. We're waiting to employ you right now, with projects ready for you to work on. We pay well and on time. And we provide you long-term job certainty working on clean, safe sites with professional site management. To be part of a great team, call 1300 Metricon. That's 1300 Metricon. CDBU 52967.
It's time to add warmth to your home with a new carpet from Harvey Norman. Hot deals on a wide range, from easy-to-clean options to super soft or modern textures. We have the right carpet for you, like hard-wearing solution dyed carpet from only $15 per square metre. Purchase with 60 months interest-free and receive a bonus gift card up to the value of $500. Minimum financed amount $1,000. Approved applicants only. 60 equal monthly payments. Interest applies if you do not comply with terms and conditions. Fees and exclusions apply. Now at Harvey Norman.
Easy parking at 2 great locations, Corio and Warn Ponds.
Thanks to our #1 ticket holder, APCO. Fueled by APCO Cafe 24/7.
It's going to spill out the side door. Here's Wilson. Quick snap over the shoulder. Wilson didn't have the carry. It's a wonderful goal if he's kicked it. He has. Tighten the right forward pocket, bending it around his left shoulder, and Charlie Wilson's kicked his third. Lammy's Tavern goal of the day contender from Charlie Wilson. We've had a couple of crackers this afternoon. It's three-quarter time. Bellpark have already burst from their huddle, but Grovedale getting final instructions from Daniel Fraser. They hold a 7-point advantage. They haven't beaten the Dragons since 2016. It's been 3 consecutive wins for Bellpark over Grovedale, and Grovedale looking to start the season with a win, a 7-point lead, as Josh Conway stands very patiently down boundary side. Are you getting much, Josh, out of what Daniel Fraser is saying?
No, he's real whispering Jack at the moment. Can you just like me?
Do you know what? You can either be covering the billiards, or you're on the 15th at Augusta National, just waiting for Hideki Matsuyama to lay up. It's fantastic work by you, Josh, with the whispering Ted Lowe. For those who remember the billiards. Josh will be going, who the hell's Ted Lowe?
You might as well be half
the audience.
You've got no idea.
So Daniel Fraser really got his boys in a very tight huddle. We'll go to Josh and hopefully Daniel Fraser post this. Bellpark players are already in position, Kirsch, but there's an opportunity here for Grovedale that they don't want to let slip.
That's right. We spoke about how at half-time how Bellpark were going to get in the game, and it's just little moments in footy that can turn it for you. The Sarcevic chase was fantastic. All of a sudden, Bellpark got a little bit of confidence out that after they got that goal. Got some really good run and overlap on the outside, some really good inside forward 50 entries. Wilson stepped up. Who else? Bukavaz kicked that nice goal. Bright kicked the goal. So the names you want kicking the goals down there started to step up. Grovedale responded for a little bit in that period between 20 and 25 minute mark of that quarter. Yeah, had a few shots and goals themselves, and then they would be very disappointed letting 2 red time goals go in. Got ourselves a contest. Grovedale have been in the game the whole time. Can they hold on? They can't play like they want to hold on. They've got to continue to play the footy in the style they've been doing.
So the umpires have given Daniel Fraser the hurry up, and he still hasn't released them. He has them wound up.
Yelling.
Yeah, he's got them really tight. You can hear in the background, and I reckon we might be able to get Daniel right now as Josh is about to get in his face and try and get a couple of words off him, Josh.
Fraser's going to quick word, mate. What was the message there urging the guys to attack in this last quarter?
Yeah, look, just with a young group, you probably find sometimes the scoreboard gets a bit close and they start to defend, they start to panic. So I just urged them to continue to stick to our game plans and make sure we attack with the ball in hand.
So you're impressed so far, though, in this first 3 quarters?
Oh, I've been really, really happy. Yeah, the boys have committed to everything we've done pre-season. It's exciting to watch and it's great for the future of Grovedale, but we've got 25 minutes to go and the boys will certainly give it a shake.
Thanks, Fraser. All the best.
Cheers. Daniel Fraser down boundary side, joining Josh Conway thanks to Loco Sportswear, team apparel for champion teams. So players in position, just waiting for the crowd to leave the ground. Great crowd in Voodoo Reserve this afternoon to watching, and they've been served up a cracking game of footy, Kirsch. We've been blessed with this one.
I know we said at 3/4 time, then just that quick rundown on what's going to pan out for the rest of the game. Well, we said Grovedale have got to continue to play footy. I'm glad to hear that Fraser's put that on his players to make sure that that is exactly how they approach this quarter. Yeah, kids can start looking at the scoreboard going, we've got to hold on, we've got to hold on. You've got to think about when your next goal's going to be and how you're going to get it.
Will Jeffrey still with Lockie Patton in that Geelong Insurance Brokers head-to-head matchup. It's a good matchup you called today.
It's a great matchup. It's been really good to watch.
I think, and from the two of them. They're that close.
So final quarter about to get underway. Thanks to Abco Cafe 24/7 now toasting awesome jaffles. Here's Jace.
Right, Abbott gets it down from the first contest through the middle. Bright's in the middle and he gets wrapped up. Should have got holding the ball. The umpire said no. Sheringham gets it to Domick by hand. He goes with a right foot kick out wide, running back with a fly to the footy. Campy takes the mark. That's a left half back for Grovedale, just settling the play down. Started this fourth term thanks to Abco Cafe 24/7. Goes out wide, the back of the pack. Gorman got a high kick towards half forward. Oh, good mark. Good. Used the space in the body there beautifully and turned his body and took the mark. Well, he thought about short kick to Parrish and then he thought about a handball. Then he gave a bit of candy and then he kicked it anyway. Left foot kick long. Out wide, getting back there. Running out of space, unfortunately, was Worm, and there will be a boundary throw in. Left half forward Grovedale into attack.
He did about 3 or 4 different things in that little set play, didn't he?
50 seconds gone in this final term on the Total Tools time clock. Every tool for every trade. Abbott winning the tap down. Jeffrey's there trying to barge through, and he does so successfully. Handball release forward, put it into space for Finn Parrish, but he's run down by McDowell. Wonderful tackle. Just at the right time, Darcy McDowell timed that tackle to ensure that Finn Parrish was going nowhere. McDowell brings it to Domick. A ball just holds slightly in the breeze. He's called a play on and he sends it for Benstead, who's been swung forward in this second half. Handball back to Domick, past our broadcast van, and he puts it into space, and it's a well-weighted kick. Ian Alley has got it. He's 55 from home. He sends it to the goal square. A one-on-one contest. He was looking for Wilson. Davies couldn't complete the mark for Grovedale. Head over the footy. Sarcevic trying to steal it from Davies. McDowell there as well, laying a tackle. McDowell's gone from one end to the other. He laid the tackle down there, and he's forced a stoppage down in front of the Bell Park goal.
20 out from the Dragons goal. Going up early. Abbott to the side. Kick Domick from mid-air and kicks the goal.
They're going to call it touched, I believe.
Oh, hang on. Umpire. Central. No. Points touched. So there you go. So talked into it. Aidan Domick, one behind.
They are irate down here, the Dragons, Kirsch.
I can imagine, mate. 9-6-60 Bell Park, 9-12-66 Grovedale. Ball has gone back out to half-back for Grovedale.
Getting very vocal, the crowd over there on the members' side.
Yes. They're sensing a victory.
Here the Tigers. In the air.
So Lockie Smith now will go from half-back to centre wing. Britchell goes up, can't take the mark. Off a step, Will Ford did nicely, but only as far as Ian Ellie across half-back.
Out of side, or our out of side, which is the near side, Grovedale Secondary College side, if you want to get down to tin tacks.
A long way from us.
Ian Alley. Oh, gee, I tell you what, he's put that into Grovedale Secondary College out on the full. He's almost cleaned up a gentleman sitting on the log benches just off the grassed area.
Grovedale done well covering the exits then, and he had no choice but to go back down the line.
Campy will take the resultant free kick. He's called a play on. He drives it back from about where Ian Alley kicked. It's going to get out the back, and it's taken cleanly there by Purcell. He snaps a kick around his body, but only as far as Chafer. Chafer, a handball inboard to Deans. Deans can shrug a tackle, lower the vision, and then send it into the forward pocket, looking for Gillett. He couldn't stretch and reach and take the mark. He's in fact seen it out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. Left forward pocket, Torquay Road into the ground, and the result will be of interest, but the postscript will be Nathan Deans and how the MRP view his collision with Hamish Cunningham in the third quarter.
So boundary throw-in, left forward pocket for Grovedale. Goes from behind. Abbott tapped down nicely. Oh, just past though, couldn't pick it up. Was Hood, I think, was
Jeffrey,
it? Jeffrey, it was. He couldn't take it, and now Bell Park are out, and they go to Domick again, who is called to play on. Parrish puts the tackle on, but he got the handball free. Ian Ellie shuffled the handball to McDowell, back inboard, patting off a step from centre wing to an open centre half forward. Davies read it the better for Grovedale, though. He's been good this afternoon.
Wilson's not right, Kirsch.
Nah, he's not, is he?
And Davies has taken the mark.
He certainly doesn't want to be up the ground, does he?
Goes short with a kick, dangerous for Grovedale. He has to go and follow it up himself, and does. He shuffles the handball out towards Parrish, pushed into the football. Pack develops, still in the middle of the ground, and the umpire will come in now and ball it up just forward of the centre circle for Bell Park. They trail 9-6-60, Grovedale 9-12-66.
Looks like a cramp there for Chafer. Buzz, keep an eye on that one for St John of God. Goats won the tap down. Harvey dumped in a big tackle by Bright, brings him to ground, ball up, and it's just at the edge of the centre square, just slightly favouring Bell Park. Yeah, Chafer, left hamstring off the... Hope it's just a cramp for Chafer. Goats winning the tap down from the ruck contest. Parrish head over the footy, not as well for Grovedale, but he lost it in the tackle. And Bright's picked up the loose ball, sends it towards right half forward. A bouncing ball sits up nice for Wareham. Wareham can pull the kick to about 20 out from goal. Couple of options. Ian Alley all alone can mark on the chest. And this a chance to tie things up.
He's definitely hamstring Chafer.
So the margin is 6, and as we go down to Buzz, we'll get to you in a second, Buzz, with an injury update for St John of God. We'll get Ian Alley having his shot at goal, and this may level the score. He's pushed it, though, and he's pushed it too far to the right. So the margin is 5. Opportunity missed there for the Dragons. They're now 9-7-61. They trail Grovedale 9-12-66 in this final quarter, thanks to APCO Cafe 24/7. Quickly to you, Buzz.
Yeah, definitely cramp for Chafer. Just confirmed it. Lockie Hood also getting some work done and some cramp in his calf.
So Luke Ford with the footy at full back for Grovedale. Goes to the members' side. Wide. Fisher goes up. Should have taken the mark and didn't. And now it's off hands. Gives Bell Park a bit of an opportunity to come back in board. They get the short little kick. Deans is there as well, fighting hard for it. Bell Park with the numbers, though. 4 to the footy. They go high towards half forward with the kick, punched away from behind. Now Wareham on the boundary line, back to the top of the square. Numbers with Grovedale. Can they take the mark? They can. And getting back there, Harrison White wants to switch the play. Does so.
50.
No, hang on. No.
50.
No, behind.
Oh, behind.
Behind. So it was through. So,
oh, wow.
So there you go. Behind to Bell Park. They go to 9-8-62.
So when he played on,
he must have played behind the goal. So
he would have to go through the post though, wouldn't he?
9-12-66. Grovedale 9-8-62. Bell Park.
Let's hope it's not a point.
Fourth quarter, thanks to APCO Cafe 24/7. Here's Tom King.
Total Tools time clock ticking towards 7 minutes. Total Tools, every tool for every trade. Hope you're enjoying the call through KROC 955, kroc.com.au, or the AFL Barwon live stream. Davies was involved, and now it's a high kick. Harvey looking down there for Fisher in a one-on-one against Worm. Purcell cleans up out the back for Bell Park. Gives a handball off to Lloyd. Lloyd's underground kick's going to fall okay. Quick kick forward, though, is out of bounds. That kick coming might have been Gorman, who finds himself on the deck on the outer side, and a boundary throw-in.
Just starting to win a few of those little 50-50s Bell Park at the moment, getting them on the outside, so they're going to have to tighten up in their defensive aspect, Grovedale.
Matt Kershaw in the expert chair for Wilson's Real Estate. Goats from behind, winning the tap against Abbott. Hands and knees, shoot a handball up. Harvey again, he's been outstanding this afternoon. Might be a schematic standout contender. Gillett on the lead on the juggle has taken the mark. Get out of my way, says Tom Gillett. I'm on the charge.
What do you reckon this time, Buzz?
He's going back a long way again.
He's gone back. Buzz puts the reverse Moz on for him.
Gillett puts the ball on the deck. Man on the mark stands around 50 from goal. And Tom Gillett has 2-2 this afternoon.
No early.
A chance for a third and a 10-point lead. To the Torquay Road end. Gillett close to the man on the mark. He's called to play on.
High.
Listen to that crowd. He's golden, Tommy Gillett, and they lead by 10.
Oh, that crowd love him, don't they?
Gillett's got 3 on debut. The Tigers have kicked their 10th, and they lead by 10 points.
That was a massive goal.
They're 10-12-72. Bell Park are 9-8-62 in this final term, thanks to APCO Cafe 24/7 and in the experts chair, thanks to Wilson's Real Estate, Geelong Property, Don Properly. Here's Matt Kershaw.
Not just in the aspect of kicking the ball 55 and straight through the middle, but in the momentum swing of a game and the excitement they got when they kicked that ball. I reckon their backs are back up again here, Grovedale.
Back in the middle. Abbott goes up. Goats gets it down. Tries to bring it down to himself. He can't do so. Wilson having a run in the middle. He's pushed off the football. Overrun it. Smith over the top of it. He picks it up on centre wing and then gets wrapped up. The umpire says play on. Somehow a handball came out. Lloyd in there for Bell Park. He's wrapped up and we will have a ball up. So quick ball up too for Abbott. Goats gets it down. Rove though by Harvey. Left foot kick around the corner. Fisher used the body nicely.
Smart. Took
the mark. Left half forward.
What is his chances too?
Well, I was going to say, Gillett kicked it from about 50. He's going to be about 40, 48. He's on the boundary line though, or close to it. This will bring the house down if he kicks this. So Mitch Fisher, and he's got a nice crowd behind him too to will him on as he kicks the Torquay Road end. Comes in now, right foot kick, keeps it low and has missed. Through for one behind the big fella. So they go to 10-13-73 Grovedale. Lead Bell Park 9-8-62. Fourth quarter thanks to APCO Cafe 24/7.
Lloyd to bring the ball back into play has been outstanding this afternoon for Bell Park. He takes off, buys 15 metres and then bangs it long towards the outer side, looking out there for a mark, but he's only going to find a Grovedale player in Chute. Chute will come inboard and find a marking target. Oh, Dean's got a little clip from Gorman on the way through. It was a good grab from Deans, and then Deans just hangs it out into the right forward pocket, wanting Mitchell. There was a good spoil coming, and then Gray is taken high. Might have been Domick who was able to force the spoil, and his Werribee teammate Gray now fires off a handball to Domick. Domick at left half back brings it, looking for a marking option. No mark taken there by Fulton from Newmarket. Dean splits a loose footy, not a handball. Smith in traffic, or rather Hood in traffic, giving it to Smith. Smith with the outside of the left boot, not a great kick. And it lands on the chest there of Purcell, who gives a handball off to Lloyd, and they're away with Goats in the middle.
Goes towards the big fella now, who's got a foot race. Choop wraps him up. He gets away, though. He goes with a straight arm and gets the right foot kick towards centre half forward. Might fall for Bright. He pushed off the football. Benstead's there. Falls back into Bright's arms. It's a 2-on-2. Coming through, Baker's there. Bellpark with the numbers, but Baker does nicely to hold it up. And it will be a ball up about 40 out from the Bellpark goal.
They did it right there, Grovedale.
There's a few petrol tickets too at the moment,
isn't there?
I tell you. There's a few changes.
Charlie Wilson very sore coming off here, boys,
in
too.
front of you there, Buzz. So the ball from the ruck contest. Nobody can... Oh, McDowell dragged it in. The umpire says lucky. It will be a ball up. So still in Bellpark's forward line.
I reckon we might see another 50 stoppages before the end of this game's out.
So the ball up from behind Abbott, got it down Deans. Be able to pick it up and gets wrapped up though. Good tackle by McDowell. The umpire says play on. The Bellpark boys are going ape there, and McDowell gets up a bit ginger as well. Another ball up. Tom's going to get a goal for Bellpark here. You watch.
Shane Jack nearly fell out of the coach's box.
I could imagine
wasn't paid. You should have seen him.
Umpire tosses it up. Great part of local footy. K-Rock loving being part of the GFL. We've got a cracker this afternoon. White through traffic. Harvey's going to get it from Hood. Harvey drives a kick along the boundary line. Delaney against McSparron. Goes over both their heads and will go out of bounds. And Grovedale will be happy with that. They've cleared the defensive area as McDowell's looking for a rotation. He finds one coming off the ground. So they're down one number. How's Cunningham, just out of interest, Buzz?
They're down 2. Cunningham's been taken away as well, Kingy, so down to 2.
With Sheringham also, Tim Sheringham out of the contest. We haven't called a lot of Jackson Sheringham
Just
this
come back on the ground here, Tom.
Yeah, he's been sort of quiet, hasn't he, since quarter time?
Boundary throw in. Here's Worm jamming it on the boot. Knott will go back with the flight and mark comfortably on his chest and just hold things up. He's just... He's honest. He bangs it long. What's he got? Delaney or flying Gillett couldn't take the mark. Chafer off the hands of the pack. Surely that's a free kick. Didn't have the footy. Umpire said play on. Ball bobbling around 25 metres out from the Grovedale goal. Patton's going to have to track it and give a handball to Ian Alley. Ian Alley's going to have to be precise with the kick. Domick just manages to keep it in the field of play.
He's got it half back, goes short to Gray. Oh, he can't take the mark. His second effort was good and he handballed it back. And they got it back through Domick, who just runs through and then wraps him up. And he's not going anywhere. And that's holding the ball. And,
I don't know why they're getting angry for the Bellpark players.
It was just a great tackle. That's right. So Pat Knott will get up sometime soon and take the free kick against Domick, and he handballs it away to Deans, who has to get around Domick, who does it, but he handballs it back to Knott, and they're under pressure. They've mucked it up, but they've got forward in support. That's Luke. Goes long towards the forward pocket, punched away at the back, and they keep it in. They do, Bellpark, and they might be able to switch the play and go, dangerous across the face of goal, and a good tackle by Lockie Smith. Held up, said the umpire, and we'll have a ball up now in the left forward pocket for Grovedale.
I reckon Wareham might have backed himself if he had got away from Lockie Smith to run that member's wing. Abbott doing the Ruckworth tap down. Lockie Smith fired a handball away under pressure. Ian Alley there at the boundary line. Quick kick out of the pack. Quick kick out of the pack. Was that Chafer?
It was.
Chafer with something stunning from the left forward pocket to give a very handy 17-point advantage to Grovedale. They kick a goal that might have just about put this one to bed this afternoon.
You felt it was building, didn't you? It was pressure, and then the floodgates opened.
Chafer with his second. He's kicked a couple of handy ones this afternoon at the right time to give his team a 17-point buffer at the 15-minute mark of the final term. Now, time clock, thanks to Total Tools, every tool for every trade.
We'll flick it back to that Knott tackle again. I like the Sarcevic one. Momentum swings.
Fisher in the ruck, got it down. Now through the middle, Fulton got it to Gray. Back towards Fulton. His handball out wide to Patton on centre wing. Runs now, got a bit of space, left foot kick. Inside 50, nobody really coming at it. Sheringham back there. Now handball back towards Campy for Grovedale. They get it to Luke Ford. Off a step, back towards centre wing. Lavgrove comes up, meets it, does nicely against Fulton. Will Ford's got it, draws a player, gives it away to Harvey. A little bit of candy, needs to get it away now. Right foot kick towards half forward. McSparron playing for a free kick, didn't get one. And close to the boundary line. It's out now. right half forward for Grovedale.
Jackson Sheringham no good for St John of God, Buzz.
Yeah, he's just limping off, just trying to see if it's cramp or something a bit more serious. Kingy, I'll get back to you.
So boundary throw in, Grovedale into attack again, right half forward. So it'll be Abbott up against Goats again. Abbott back towards Deans, punched away by McSparron, back to centre half forward. Ball in dispute. Patton's over that now. He's wrapped up. The umpire will come in and ball it up.
What a fantastic contest out here by Lovegrove. 1v3, had to go against the big fella.
I don't think he takes a backward step,
No, he
Lovegrove. Goats and Abbott. Abbott winning the tap down. Deans onto the footy. Had it stolen and they're a chance to clear now. Gray was good. And then he kicks towards half back. Looking for Benstead. It's off hands. Parrish. Handball on the bounce. Harrison White bangs it long towards the left forward pocket. And it's over the head of, might have been Gillett. And a chance to clear here for Bell Park. Ian Alley, driving ball. Parrish back with the flight, got a hand on it. Benstead brought it to ground. They're out here, though. If Lloyd can pick it up cleanly, handball into the path of Benstead. Can he take it cleanly? Can handball to Wareham. And he's mowed down, but it might be a free kick against Abbott. It was a little bit indiscriminate, pushing the back. And I reckon it's getting into the last roll of the dice sort of areas now for Bell Park, Kirsch.
It is. This is their last roll of the dice, but they just look like they're out on their legs as well. Bell Park, as we know, they're probably going to be down 3 rotations now.
Balls with Lloyd on centre wing, goes long to half forward, need a mark. They go up, punched away from behind by Fisher. Close to the boundary line, Dominic with the don't argue. Wrapped up, umpire says, gone. Holding the ball. The Grovedale faithful very happy over there.
Very vocal.
They're very vocal. They want the win this afternoon for their team. And Nathan Deans will get up with a free kick. And in between the back pocket and half back, member side goes with the right foot kick to centre wing. Goats from the side, gets a left hand to it and sees it over the boundary line for a throw in there. Pretty good at the moment. The Tigers 11-13-79. They lead Bell Park 9-8-62. Fourth quarter thanks to APCO Cafe 24/7.
Thank you, Jason Doherty. Boundary throw-in, final term. It's allowed to hit the ground, the boundary throw-in, and Hood, he did well, spun out of trouble, then spun into trouble, handball to Jeffrey. Jeffrey short kick, went to Will Ford. Will Ford puts it out in front of Gillett. Bounce eludes him, then it eludes Baker. Chance for Ian Alley to knock it back. It was smart play to McSparron, who then fires a handball to Gorman. Gorman at right half-back. Neat little kick. Oh, no, it wasn't neat. It missed its target, and there's numbers there for Grovedale. Abbott, handball off. Will Ford, and Chafer has taken the mark.
Goal scorer.
And he would be best served to take off as much time from the clock as he possibly can. As we approach time on in this final term, a chance to put the margin back out to the best part of 4 goals. They lead by 17. Chafer with 2 already this afternoon, including 1 in this last quarter. Gets close to the man on the mark, sends it on its way. He's pulled the kick, and he's put it through from behind. Is 18. It's 11-14-80. Bell Park and 9-8-62 in this final term, thanks to APCO Cafe 24/7. Now toasting awesome Jaffles at APCO Cafe 24/7.
Kingy, I think there might be a few tired Dragons on Monday. It looks like they're down to no rotations. Everyone is sitting in the dugout.
Lockie Patton kicks it in. Thanks, Buzz. That's not good. It'll be a light training week for some. He goes to Ian Alley, who kicks it into the car park. So that's out of bounds on the full. So skill error there, and Lovegrove will take the free kick centre wing for the home side. Goes long with a high kick, sets it up for Gillett from behind. Punch to the front. Bell Park with the numbers if they can pick it up and spread. They get the kick back inboard. Oh, it's all Grovedale there. Abbott goes up. Another drop from the chest. We've got Davies in support. He goes wide and off hands. Pretty good contest from both players there. Hood gets up and it will be a boundary throw-in. Between wing and half forward, Grovedale into attack.
Time on upon us. We've ticked towards 20 minutes gone on the Total Tools time clock. Boundary throw-in right half forward. You'd suspect one more puts this to bed. And Grovedale are going to have a famous victory to start 2021. Abbott front position, won the tap down. Handball from McDowell. Wanted Lloyd. He's under pressure from Deans, who wraps him up. Deans might have even taken possession of the ball, and then Lloyd had to take him in a tackle. And at the point of the square at right half forward, we've got a ball up. Umpire tosses it up. for Abbott and Gertz again. Dean's doing the roving, jammed it on his right boot into the right forward pocket, but back with the flight. Baker taking the mark for Bell Park. Baker short, 45-degree kick that was marked by Ian Alley. Ian Alley called a play on, swings it towards the outer side of the ground with a well-weighted ball, and it's taken out there by Fulton. Fulton can look to bring the ball back inboard. Instead went short to Sarcevic. And running interference was Will Ford, so Harrison White's going to pick up the loose footy, give a handball to Mitchell. Mitchell goes to 25 out from goal, but stretching and taking the mark and setting things up is Ian Alley as McSparron with a wonderful ball for Lockie Patton. Can they get some run here, the Dragons?
That half-back Patton just holds it up. Now he goes in the middle, looking for the lead of Benstead. On the half volley, can't pick it up, and Grovedale with the numbers again. Campy off a step, but he kicks it back to Patton. It's kicked a kick through the middle of the ground at the moment. Now he goes to Lloyd, who's got a bit of time to set it up. Goes long and wide, looking for Worm, who takes the mark. Right half forward, he goes into the pocket. The lead's on by Fulton. He can't take the mark, and again, Grovedale with the answers across half back. Knott gets the handball over the top. Parrish back inboard, looking for teammate there in Ford. Parrish back inside with a no look to Jeffrey. He goes short. Nice play, Delaney. He takes the mark. Now, he hasn't got much to kick to. Gillett's got two against him. He just chips it over the top nicely and says, run to the space, and he does. And I think that's Harvey, is it?
He's had a good game, Harvey.
He has had a very good game and will shoot for goal from 50 out directly in front.
Thematic standout contender.
Oh, he's up there, isn't he? Definitely up there.
So Matt Harvey directly in front, Torquay Road end of the ground to ice the game for the home team. End of time on in this final term.
Key seems to be right up there, Kingy.
So he comes in, right foot kick, looks pretty good. He's got it. Matt Harvey has kicked his first of the afternoon.
It's game over.
Grovedale's 12th, 12-14-86. They lead Bell Park 9-8-62. Fourth quarter thanks to Atco Cafe, 24/7.
Well, Fraser asked them to keep playing football, and that's exactly what they've done. They've even maintained the pressure right up to. I know they're all out on their feet, but their pressure's been fantastic right from start to finish. And they're getting the rewards on the scoreboard now. 12-14, 26 scoring shots. That's a really good day out by the Grovedale Tigers.
Bell Park have got blokes who can't get out of their own way. Fulton, after his last contest, pulled up a little bit sore. They're going to have some bodies that are going to be really... They've got a tough one next week. Colac too, at High Sushi Oval. And we'll get a ball up. We're at Anzac Day at McDonald Reserve, South Barwon and St Joseph's, but there'll be a lot of interest in Bell Park and Colac, and we've got another ball up, and it's going to end up in the hands of Aidan Domick. Umpire tosses it up, tapped down by Abbott. Ball on the ground, head over at Shoot, or rather it is Shoot in fact, but it's picked up now by Worm, who puts it to centre half forward, fisted away by Knott onto the chest of Lockie Smith. In one tackle out of another, gave to Davies, who just jammed it on the boot towards half forward, but the rolling ball was trapped nicely by Ian Alley, who drives a kick to Domick, who back with the flight has taken a well-judged mark. About 60 from goal. The low worm-burning kick was not ideal for Paddy Bright, but it's going to get through to him. Bright now with an open goal square, but well played there by Luke Ford to get a hand on it and knock it through for a rush behind and make the margin 23. So this one's in its final throws now. Grovedale are going to salute a famous win to start season 2021, and they'll pick up 4 points. It might prove very vital come season's end.
Luke Ford kicks it in, out towards centre wing on the members' side. Ball in dispute. Fisher over the top of it. Umpire says it'll be a ball up.
Just confirming, Jace, the Bell Park players out of the game. So the two Sheringham's, McDowell and Wilson.
Wow, jeez. Thanks, Buzz. That's not a great end of the game for the Dragons. We have to find some reinforcements for next week's game too, by the sounds of it.
I've got a sneaking suspicion Jackson Bright might
sneak his way in.
Yeah.
Yes, this will be the last time he plays seconds for a while by the sounds of it today. Happy 30th, Jackson.
Yeah.
Ball up. We have 4 ball ups across here now, just in front of the centre circle at half forward for Bell Park. Abbott gets it down. Deans straight through. He gets straight through to Will Ford. He goes out looking for Fisher, but it's over his head. Lloyd takes the mark, plays on at all costs, goes with a right foot kick back towards centre wing. Davies comes up, does nicely, needs some support. Pack develops. Another one down for Bell Park over there as well in the contest, but we'll have another ball up centre wing. On the outside, Tigers 12-14-86 in control. Bell Park 9-9-63. Fourth quarter. Thanks to Apco Cafe 24/7.
Thank you, Jace, from the ball up, diving on the footy and getting a handball away. Jeffrey, it's now in the hands of Knott, whose kick goes straight up the chimney. Umpire calls play on. Smith couldn't complete what wouldn't have been paid a mark, and Gray pounces on the loose footy, fires a handball into space. Bright takes it on the bounce, cuts through traffic, swings onto his left boot. Neat little kick for Bookavars. Good spoil from behind coming from Baker. Head over the footy, but he's wrapped up in a good Bright tackle, and we'll get a ball up right on 50 for Bell Park. But they are going to head into next week's clash with Colac with an 0-1 record, and it's Geelong, Western Albans and Leopold to round out their opening 5 rounds. Off the hands of the pack, chance to clear for Grovedale's Parish goes to Delaney. Good spoil from McSparron. Gray in front of the pack, handball back to McSparron. McSparron had his handball chopped off by Parish. Parish can fire it forward to Ford. Ford an inboard handball looking for Chafer. Chafer though, as he went to turn, lost the footy and he's lost it into the path of McDowell. McDowell can concede some ground backwards on the half volley Lloyd. Lloyd a kick now to centre half back that has opened up the play and a chance for Baker to take off.
He runs through the middle of Buda. Reserve goes wide to Domick, who's had a good last term. Can't take the mark. Davies handball was good to Knott's been solid all day. Left half back goes towards half forward. Gillett, rocks it away, takes the mark, runs in, takes the bounce, takes 2 bounces. The big fella to polish it off, and he gets that! Tom Gillett kicks his 4th. Game over, Grovedale, 13-14-92. And they lead Bell Park 9-9-63. And it doesn't matter whether Matt Kershaw gives him the 3 votes. Grovedale will give him the 3 votes. The grounds give him the 3 votes this afternoon.
I want to see it like the old days in the 90s where the kids from the Grovedale Footy Club just follow him end to end, throw up the old telephone book in squares and just bang on the fences. This is what this kid can bring to the game, I reckon.
Fella.
A debut to remember.
Oh, I love him.
He may be a schematic standout, and if he is, Buzz, your job is to get him on the mic. Here's Jeffrey doing the roving after the ruck contest. Handball off. Kick inside 50 from Abbott is a well-weighted ball onto the chest of Fisher after he received it from Braden Mitchell. 29-point buffer. This is not a good win. This is a great win.
This is a very, very good win. Yep.
Mitch Fisher.
The next 4 look okay, don't they, as we said, with Daniel Fraser. If they can keep this momentum.
Yep.
Played just the one game in 2019 when he debuted versus St Mary's. This to put the icing on a very tasty cake for Grovedale. He's hit the post just above the fat bit, and the margin is 30. So it is 13-15-93. They've had 28 scoring shots, 10 more than Bell Park, 9-9-63 in this final term. That is now at around 28 minutes gone on the total tools time clock.
McSparron from full back for Bell Park goes towards half back with the kick, looking for Paddy Bright. To a good mark. Oh, as the siren sounds, that's it. Grovedale the winners. They open their account 13-15-93. They've defeated Bell Park 9-9-63. 30-point win in the end to the home side.
What a fantastic victory for Grovedale as they start their season with a win over a side that would be expecting to play finals with what they've recruited in 2021. But unfortunately, injuries have probably played a bit of a role this afternoon, but that's to take nothing away from Grovedale's performance. As Josh Conway makes his way out onto the ground, players now come together. The talking point, though, out of this contest will be the injuries for Bell Park, as we see Tim Sheringham with that right hamstring very heavily iced. Hope it's not too serious and that we see the superstar back at some stage for Bell Park. Charlie Wilson, ice on that left knee, which he had strapped during the contest. So there are some injury concerns that they will have to look at as we head into round 2 against Colac. But I think Josh Conway is down with the man of the moment. 4 goals on debut in Tom Gillett.
Speedy Deans just embraces the debutant. Tom, congratulations, mate. You look like you've been doing this for years.
Oh, thanks, mate. It was a good effort for all the boys. We know not many people